what it do?
Ahoy!
What is up?
I like the pause again.
Back in studio.
That Larry Johnson free throw that you got.
Back in stewed.
Keep me on my toes.
Somebody's got to.
I know, right?
Just saw some breaking sports news.
You did.
I did.
What is the...
And I like sports.
Because right now on my TV, it's the infamous hoop time zone confusion.
What's that?
I don't know.
What is that?
And honestly, I don't care.
What is that?
I know I should care more about off-season NBA news, but I just don't. Like, once the NBA season hits, I'm interested. I follow the Blazers. I'll watch. But off-season NBA stuff, just take up an ice pick and jam it in my eye. I guess it'd be my ear. Like, even during the NBA season, can we all admit that the narrative, the discussion of the NBA is the worst of any of the major sports? It's just a bunch of gossip queens just bitching about each other at the beauty parlor. And in the offseason, it's that much worse. It's maddening.
I would agree with you, except that I think that that's better than the actual product.
I'm not ready to go that far, but
I mean,
you know, I can't say that because I do find myself at times being roped in, except for the final 3 minutes. My biggest problem that I have with the NBA is that the final 3 minutes of the game should be the best 3 minutes, and they are not. The final 3 minutes are 35 minutes, and it's the worst 30 minutes of the game. Now that we got done taking a dump on the NBA and the infamous hoop time zone confusion.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know, but it's what Brian Windhorst is bloviating about with some other dude.
I think it's Windhurst.
Windhorst.
Didn't he change the pronunciation on us?
I couldn't tell you.
Further confusing us.
I don't know.
Then you're going to love this piece of news. I just saw some breaking news, and it is out of the NBA, Jace.
Yes, I needed this.
And I see where Dennis Schroeder?
The Schrute?
You remember him?
Schrute Bucks?
The little dude?
I do remember him.
He got traded again.
Oh, to where?
I don't know.
Okay.
But
so you're not familiar.
Yeah, I don't care where he got traded. It's just that he got traded.
Yeah.
He has now been traded 9 times.
9 times. Apparently, the Cavaliers are trading him and his fun kid and play hairdo to the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay.
For Trey Mann.
That's his 12th team.
Seems like a lot. And he's being traded for a guy named Trey Mann, who I don't know who he is, but he averaged 5 points and 1 rebound. So I'm guessing but he's got a great Jesus neck tattoo and a headband. That is what I can tell you about Trey Mann. And he played at Florida.
So 12 teams and 9 trades.
Yeah.
Could that be a record?
Seems like a lot.
He's only 32, by the way.
He's only 32?
Yes. You know he is going to play for 3 more teams, at least.
Oh, 100%. Didn't he also, which team was it that offered him like $100-something million and he turned it down? Was it the Lakers?
Yes, I believe so. The record is Trevor Ariza. Would you like to guess how many times he's been
Former
traded?
Trailblazer, great.
Yes.
I'm going to say 14.
11.
Traded or?
Yeah, traded 11 times.
Traded 11 times.
Dude, he'll be dealt out of Charlotte by the middle of the season.
Deadline. Yeah, so that's 10.
That's 10.
So wait,
we're
how
right
many
around the corner.
Schroeder is second at 9.
But how many teams did
Ariza played for 10 teams.
Okay, so Schroeder beat him there. He's already played for 12 teams.
Oh, yeah,
he got dealt 11 times.
Dude, he'll be the Reggie Sanders when this is all said and done. Because I feel like in Major League Baseball, I don't know if he got traded. He just signed. I feel like Reggie Sanders played for every team. So, I mean, herein lies the question. Is Dennis Schroeder good?
Yes. I think that these guys are good. They're wanted by other teams.
Yeah, I do think I've always watched him with a positive vibe. I think
teams are actively trading for him.
Well, you know what he is.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can always use that.
He can actually play basketball and doesn't suck.
Yeah, and he's scrappy.
Right. So, I mean,
can shoot a little.
I mean, good.
How much
he's good because teams want him.
I remember him.
But nobody wants to keep him.
I remember him.
He's not great
because of the little stripe in his hair.
Yeah, it's cute.
And so the Lakers came to him and they offered 4 years, $84 million of fully guaranteed money because it's the NBA. And Dennis Schroeder said, no. Would you care to guess what he ended up signing the year he said?
How much was the Lakers deal?
4 years, $84 million, and he said, No.
He got 1 year, $12 million.
1 year, $5.9 million.
Wow.
With the Boston Celtics.
Oof.
That
hurts.
Dude. I know he's made a bunch of money, but that.
How does that happen? Like, did he just
bet
flame out?
Well, he bet on himself, and then it didn't go.
Well, I know,
well.
but what happened? Did he just get banned? Maybe he got hurt or something.
I just remember he didn't.
No,
play.
he just didn't get the contract.
He just didn't get he didn't play very well the rest of that year, and then he hit the open market, and no one.
Yeah,
so he didn't play.
And
well.
as we just said, teams aren't we want to build around this guy. We would love to have him on the team for $5 to $6 million, come off the bench, do your thing, but we're not going to give you $20 million to, be a star of our team.
Think about
not that good.
So, in fairness, he has made over $100 million.
Wow.
But he cost himself $84 million. That's since he turned down that offer.
Well, you said he got almost 6, so let's say he cost himself $78 million. Well, I mean, let's be fair.
Yeah, that stinks. That just.
Yeah, but he still made $100 million.
He still made $100 million.
I don't feel bad for him, and he's still raking in the dough.
Yeah.
Well, one
14.
team at a time.
He made $14 million.
By the way, Brandon
last
Cooks
year.
traded 4 times.
Yeah, and he was good.
Eric Dickerson traded 4 times.
Also very good.
That's the record in the NFL. In baseball, it's actually Jesse Chavez, the reliever, the lefty reliever.
Yeah.
He has been traded 10 times.
Good grief. You think at that point you're just staying in extended stay Americas at that point. You're
Is Dennis Schroeder the lefty reliever of the NBA?
It's possible. How many teams did Jesse Orosco play for? I know he wasn't traded, but I feel like Orosco played for a lot of different teams. I'm looking here at Reggie because he's the one that I always think about. So he played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He had 9 teams.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as well for Jesse Orosco.
Yeah.
So the record for Major League Baseball is 14
teams.
Yes.
And who's that?
Edwin Jackson. Remember him?
Oh yeah,
pitcher?
the pitcher.
And then Rich Hill played for 14 teams as well.
Old Dick Mountain, which by the way, that's the best. That's the best thing. Remember they were doing the you could put your name like your alternative name. I'm sorry, that's just Dick Mountain. Dude, if you should have a kid and name him Dick Mountain. It's like, is that your name? You're like, no, but I'm naming my kid Dick Mountain Vaughn.
Oliver Drake played for 5 teams in one season in Major League Baseball.
Yikes.
Really?
Yeah.
What year was that?
2018. Played for the Brewers, the former Cleveland Guardians, the Indians, the Angels, Blue Jays, and Twins.
I always thought Rich Hill was like Cy Young, but with a massive drinking problem.
I like that.
Not that Cy Young maybe didn't have a drinking problem. I don't know.
Doesn't everyone in the I'm going to make a bold statement. If you lived before 1925, you had a drinking problem. Like, even if you were 6 years old, I think you worked in a coal mine and probably had a drinking problem.
But I just thought Rich Hill was awesome. But he always had the puffy. He always looked hungover, right?
Yeah.
He always had the puffy eyes, and he could never quite stick anywhere. It was like, something's up with Rich Hill because it's not his stuff.
No.
Like, he was awesome everywhere he went, but he just.
Maybe you like the boozy. Let's see how much Dick Mountain made.
More or less than Schroeder.
Schroeder. It's not the Schroed.
The Schroed. I'm going to say less.
You think he made less?
Less than $100 million?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he made way less. He made, he played 21 seasons. He made 80
Rich Hill?
Yeah.
21. My God.
Dick Mountain played 21 seasons, and he made just shy of $80 million.
Dude, being a mid-NBA player is by far the best gig ever.
Ever.
So here's the question. Was Rich Hill good? I think he was good.
You played 21 seasons, you're good.
He was good.
You're good.
Yeah.
And hopefully Rich Hill has like a sense of humor. Like Jamie Moyer has a good sense of humor because Moyer was good, but Moyer is very self-deprecating. So I always enjoy the guys because a guy like Rich Hill or Jamie Moyer certainly could puff up their chest and be like Scalabrini and be like, F you, I was great. I played 15 years. But I always appreciate the fact that even they know that, hey, I played a long time, but I wasn't great. I ate some innings. And I got a good life.
I was better than some.
Yes. There's nothing worse than the guy that stuck around a long time but then acts as if he's Michael Jordan. You're like, dude, settle down. You were good. You're a solid player for a long time.
All right. Well, there's part of your prattle
That was
today.
good. That was good prattle.
Little prattle involving Dennis Schroeder and
Yeah.
Rich Hill.
All because we,
Great athlete.
outside of some sort of time zone conundrum that they're dealing with on the Hoop Collection right now on ESPN, we chimed in with Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, I kind of want to know what that is.
I don't know.
The NBA
the time zone thing?
controversy.
I don't know. I looked up and somehow Cuba was on the map. So
Uh-oh.
I don't know what it is, but apparently it involves Cuba. And there was a dotted line of some sort. Don't know.
All right, well, back in Stewed today. We were out at
Mazatlan.
Mazatlan yesterday. It was getting wild out there.
Hey, Timbers.
Tell you, those Timbers, the scene for the Timbers games out there,
Oh, yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah, have a good time.
Very vibrant.
Yes. Soccer,
It's nice.
even if you're not a soccer fan, if you just enjoy experiences and you like sports,
It's a nice sports scene.
the soccer sports scene is about as good as it gets.
Well, because I think a lot of people forget that we have big-time sports here outside of the Blazers, you know?
Sure.
Like, they just don't equate Thorns and Timbers. I mean, they don't.
Yeah. Well, soccer fan
But
isn't
they should. Go down there. It's really fun.
soccer fan isn't necessarily sports fan. We talked about this. Most of the time, your traditional big four, they cross over. If you're a baseball fan, you like hockey, NBA, NFL. Everyone loves the NFL, or I don't know, you're a loser. But most of the time, there's some good crossover. But I know a lot of soccer fans that are just soccer
You're a
fans.
loser.
They're not.
I know, but I'm talking about like the guys who maybe dismiss soccer.
Yes.
But
Give it a whirl.
You shouldn't,
No.
because that,
It's a good time.
even if you don't enjoy the game, I mean, maybe you don't like the sport all that much, whatever.
Yeah.
Go to the games.
Yeah. Go! Well, that's how I got hooked.
It's fun.
Like when I first went over to Europe, when I was, I don't know, 22 or 23, I was the ugly American. I made fun of soccer. I said the only soccer game I ever watched was the Brandy Chastain game, and that was because I was trying to fool around with a BYU volleyball player. I'd like to point out that didn't work. Turns out watching a girls' soccer
Put it
game
in!
and then watching one of the players take their shirts off does not mean that you get to take the shirt off of the volleyball player. That did not work. And then when I got over to Europe and I started going to the Celtic Ranger games, and then I saw a couple national games, and then I saw a game in the Netherlands, even though I had no idea what was going on, I didn't care about soccer, that's where it got its hooks in me, because that was a great time. Like, it was just drinking beer, singing songs, and like, it was just a big ass party, or in some cases a riot. It was a great time, and that slowly over the years kind of wrote me in. Once again, alcohol, is there anything it can't do?
Well, it was fun down there, but now we're back in the Stewed.
Yes.
The friendly confines.
Yes.
It's a home game out here.
Hey, we play on the road, and it's tough.
It is.
It's tough at times. A lot of distractions.
That's right.
You and one of the waiters from Mazatlan, you were in some sort of, he was your third base coach. I didn't know what was going on, but there was a lot of hand signals, and it was confusing.
Well, he was waving me home.
Oh.
That's what he was doing.
Well, that's what a good bartender does.
We, through baseball signals,
Yeah.
managed to transfer my tab to the Odyssey tab.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he understood exactly what I meant.
And get you another Modelo and some chips and salsa.
No, a rake of vodka.
Oh, Reyka vodka. Yes.
Actually.
Yes, it was not. It was a Reyka vodka in a Modelo
Yeah,
bottle.
he handed us some chips and salsa.
Yeah. It's good chips and salsa.
Very good
by the
chips
way.
and salsa.
Yeah.
I just, Mazatlan, man, dude, it's a blast from the past, and it's still kicking and kicking a lot of ass down there.
Yeah.
So
I ended up hanging out a little bit afterwards, and
prayers up,
yeah, dude, it's good times.
peas up.
Yeah. And the Timbers, I thought the Tijuana fans would come in strong. Ooh, Timber fan dominated. Yeah, we let it be known. You're not coming up into our house. And
Hey,
then we
who
beat
won
them
the game?
3-1 Timbers.
Sweet.
I believe that was the first win for the new coach.
That sounds right.
Has he been losing a lot?
No, the interim coach
the
came
interim
in and they
coach-
started dominating.
Yeah,
everybody.
the interim coach was kicking ass, and then they went to the new guy, and everyone was like, well, should we be going to the new guy? We're doing great with the interim. And now we just, the momentum is building.
What happened to the interim guy?
I think
he
he's
gone?
No, I think he's still here. He's just,
Oh, so we have two coaches.
yeah, we do.
We,
We.
my Timbers.
Our Timbers.
Yeah, I was handed a scarf.
Yeah,
That's my second Timber. Actually, my third Timber scarf.
you gave it away.
I have 3.
I saw it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But I have 2 at home that they sent me.
I saw you immediately give away that timber scarf.
Well, the young lady, she just wanted it so bad,
Yeah.
and I had to give it to her.
Can you go ahead and clip that, please? Thank you.
So I did.
Did she or did you not want to carry around the scarf?
Well, I already had a scarf, so I was being generous.
Yeah, you can't.
This would be nice.
You can't have 2 scars.
Well, I already have 2.
Oh, that's
like I
true.
said.
So 3 is a
That's
bridge
way
too
too
far.
many. I don't need 3. What am I going to do with 3 timber scarves? You know what I'm saying?
It's a good point. When's the last time you went to a Timbers game?
I think I went to one last year. Might have been 2 years ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't think you did.
All right. Well, I don't remember.
That means you did not go.
Oh, all right. I don't go to a lot of Timbers games. I'm just telling you, I really enjoy being down there and in and amongst it,
Yes.
and it's a lot of fun. So you guys should go try that.
It's a good little bar scene before and after games down there.
So, real quick here to finish off the prattle, Dustin Hoffman came across my timeline today.
Yeah. I saw this too. I think it was yesterday I saw this.
So he was at Cowboys practice.
Yes.
He's 89.
Yeah. He looks great, by the way, for being 89.
Yeah, I don't think he looks terrible,
No. I think he looks great.
but it is alarming.
That he's 89?
Well, just how he looks and that he's that old. Because he doesn't seem that old.
No.
Because Hoffman, or I mean, not Hoffman, but De Niro's only like 82. I had to look this up today.
Yeah.
Because I think of them as kind of the same.
Well, all those
But they're
guys
not.
are now in their 80s. Hoffman, Pacino, Eastwood's like 90-something.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about, I mean, there's a difference for me between 87 and 82.
Okay.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Whereas, or I mean, 89 and 82. And that's the difference between Hoffman and De Niro. So De Niro's still a pup.
Okay. Boy, I think that's the last time, or the first time someone's called him a pup in many years, but
And he looks great.
okay.
But it's always it's like, first it was Gene Hackman. Then it was Clint Eastwood. There's a little bit of Jack Nicholson,
Sure.
where you don't see them forever.
Jackson is late 80s too.
And then you see them and you're like, ah! And you're reminded that they're really old. And that was Dustin Hoffman for me.
Oh, it popped up. And
He's 89 and he looks...
I don't think he looked worse than he did like in any of the Meet the Fockers.
I don't know about that. But he's looking old, but he's looking... It's not like the Eastwood Hackman... Like, those were bad.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood is shocking. Like, that's alarming. And to me, Dustin Hoffman wasn't alarming, although I wondered because he met Dak Prescott, and does Dak have any idea who Dustin Hoffman is? And if he does know who Dustin Hoffman
I think
is,
Meet the Fockers, yeah.
that's what I was going to ask. What does he know him from?
Probably Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know him from Tootsie.
No. Rain Man, The Graduate. So he
No,
doesn't know him from anything good that he's done.
I mean, probably not,
No.
but he knows him.
So I was so Dak was in college, 2014. So let's go high school. So we probably graduated high school, 2010? So when he was graduating, that would have been like, I'm looking here at Dustin Hoffman's movies. God, Hook was 1991. Yee.
Wow.
Yeah. Meet the Fockers?
So he was in his 70s.
2004. He was making Meet the Fockers when Dak was like 12.
Yeah, but that's right in the... I mean,
Right in
that's right in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
12-year-old?
Maybe Kung Fu Panda he might have known him from, a voice. Yeah.
I don't know why he was out there, but
I don't know. But it seems like an odd thing. Like,
Jerry likes to bring famous people around.
I guess. And if you're Dustin Hoffman, you can,
Go viral.
yeah, I don't know, you can Dustin Hoffman show up at any camp and just be like, I'm Dustin Hoffman, so
I think you got to... Yeah, I mean, I think you got to get him a pass, don't you?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. What level of fame grants you, because he had unlimited access. He's just running around practice.
I think well, he's probably friends with Jerry.
Jerry's
friends with everybody.
They've probably done a lot of coke and hookers together, right?
I mean, Jerry brought in Bill Clinton.
That's true.
You know, the young lady, she just wanted it so bad, and I had to give it to her.
Yeah.
But if he showed up at like Falcons practice and they were like, Dustin Hoffman,
Yeah.
I think you got to give him a pass.
Yeah.
Who do you think I am?
You got to let him through. What are you going to do? Say no?
Well, I'm trying to think of the line of actor that Jerry Jones would be like, yeah, no. Like, because Dustin Hoffman obviously big enough to get into that role. But like, I don't know. If Sean William Scott wanted to go, if Stifler wanted to go to Cowboys practice.
He probably gets a bigger crowd around him.
But does Jerry let him?
No.
I think someone has to tell Jerry that, hey, this would be good for your social media.
Yeah.
So just let him through.
Let him through.
All right. Let him through.
I just want to know who gets told no.
I'd rather hang out with Stifler, to be honest.
Really?
Then Dustin Hoffman?
Oh, no, I'm taking Dustin
Stifler, that's
Hoffman.
my guy.
Yeah.
Dude, Dustin Hoffman's got stories. Dude, if you were making movies,
I'd be in awe if I were around Dustin Hoffman.
he made The Marathon Man. Have you ever, that is obviously before your time. One of the I was just asking about the dentist scene from that. Like, that guy has been in some serious movies. The guy's worked with everybody from De Niro to Redford. Like, I just sit down and tell me stories. I just want to hear about that. No offense to Stifler, but like, how was American Pie and you watching someone hump a pie doesn't quite have the same ring as what was
were
it?
you like in the room with him when he was humping the pie, or
Yeah.
did you just watch it afterwards?
You know, there's a lot of pie humping questions with Sean William Scott.
Yeah.
Hey, why does no one hire you anymore and you disappeared for like 10 years? It doesn't quite have the same ring.
Was it a
to
real
it.
pie? Or?
Yeah, I think it
I
was.
got a lot of questions.
What kind of pie?
Apple.
I believe it was a blueberry, was it not?
No, it was apple pie.
Was it apple pie?
At least that's the McDonald's, because they asked about McDonald's. McDonald's are the real thing. It's one of the jokes.
Well, now I'm looking at what kind of pie it was. Yeah, you're right.
That.
It indeed was a warm apple pie.
Ah, wow.
Gotta
Look at you.
You
Yeah, I
got,
know my American Pie trivia.
this is gonna sound really bad. How many pies did that end up like being violated? Like in the lexicon, like
We
because
gotta
that.
have a new one every time.
Well, no. I'm
How many
saying
takes did it take?
no. What I'm asking is because that became part of culture. How many unfortunate pies met an ill fate
Right.
because of that movie?
Like, how many of my friends humped a pie?
Yes.
Because they watched that movie and they're like, wow, that probably is pretty cool.
I gotta believe that 100,000 pies met their demise.
What a random number.
Well, that
You're probably not wrong.
that movie was huge.
Huge.
What year was that movie?
Oh, got to be like 90.
I was going to say 99.
Yeah, something like that. It was in the 90s. So that movie made $100+ million. Yeah, it was 1999.
So Dak was
Oh, he was a little kid. He was not pie humping.
I was about to accuse Dak of humping a pie.
No. But remember, like, the program wasn't a quarter of big as American Pie, and they had idiots laying down in the freeway trying to kill themselves. I'm telling you, a lot of pies got humped.
Yes, we do know Stifler did not actually hump the pie.
No, he did not.
Yes.
Yeah, that was Jason Biggs.
Yes.
I'll
Jim.
tell you what.
But there was a lot of pies.
Dak was born in 93. 6-year-old Dak?
Oh, boy.
I mean, that's kind of
Sweet spot.
well,
Well, look.
the 6-year-old sees that movie. What do you think he wants to do?
Hump a pie.
Yeah. I told you I was reading the Josh Brolin autobiography. He was a couch cushion guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read that and immediately thought of you.
Thought of me. Why?
Yeah. You've talked about the couch cushions.
Shut up.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Not everyone has a warm apple pie. That's more than 6 inches. And I bottomed out on that thing. Now that's a prattle. We've prattled too long.
Yeah, extra prattle today.
Watch
It's a
this.
Friday.
Bro. It wasn't.
Watch this, burnt. The new favorite drop.
King pie.
Watch this, bro.
Yeah, that's like you and an apple pie in 2003.
That's all that pie sees is.
Watch this, bro. The last thing a pie
Exclusive
sees.
audio from your kitchen.
Like, I'd tell you if the pie, but
What a bad way to go if you're a pie.
yeah. Watch this, bro. Of all the things. Plus, yeah, I was a fat kid. Dude, I'm not wasting a pie. You kidding me?
Hey, I got some Jerry audio from today.
I love Jerry.
Pertains to nothing. That guy,
How about them Cowboys?
the man's losing his marbles.
Oh, 100%.
And we'll prattle on for Frank Gay. You know, we got some preseason stuff last night.
Yep.
Got a little Moda news. You guys like Moda news?
Love my Moto news. I can't get enough. NBA offseason put it right in my veins.
Well, I mean, it's kind of important.
Yeah, dude, I'm ready. What are you talking about? I said put it right in my veins. Give
So
it to me. I need it.
We'll get to all of that and some more stuff next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Oregon State linebacker Aiden Sullivan was arrested in Benton County on Monday on a count of felony assault in the second degree and 2 counts of misdemeanor assault in the fourth degree. According to court records, Sullivan pleaded not guilty and was released on $50,000 bail. Sullivan is Oregon State's best returning defender after last year recording 72 tackles and 3 forced fumbles. Falcons edge rusher James Pierce Jr., he has been suspended by the NFL for 8 games due to violating the league's personal conduct policy when he was arrested on domestic charges back in February. NBA trade, huge one. Cleveland Cavaliers trading Dennis Schroeder to the Charlotte Hornets for Trey Mann. And the Portland Fire, they are back in action tonight, taking on the Seattle Storm. Portland, if they get the win tonight, gets the season sweep 4-0 over Seattle. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Someone said they saw a recent photo of Joan Collins. They were in love with Joan as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had the heart to look that up, but she's 93.
On my way now.
Dick Van Dyke's still out there. He's 100. Do you know he hasn't died yet?
He looks terrifying, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Like,
100?
well,
Mel Brooks is 100, too.
there's something about men. Well, okay, I'm looking at Joan Collins, and it's...
Well, look, she's 93.
She's 90. Look, for her age, it's fine. Like, there's a lot of weird makeup, and I think her face has been stapled together. But it's not that bad. Men, when they turn a certain age, they look insane. There's like stages of Hollywood, right? As a celebrity male, you reach like 50 and you turn into a middle-aged lesbian. I don't know why, but it happens. Have you seen Green Day lately? Someone has recently shared a photo with me that the members of Green Day have all simultaneously turned into 3 middle-aged lesbians, but 3 very different archetypes of the middle-aged lesbian. It's amazing. But from Tom Brady to John Bon Jovi to Dana Carvey, it's just the way it is. At some point, you all go down the Keith Urban road. But when you cross a certain threshold and you get to like 85, you turn insane. When you look at Clint Eastwood or you look at Dick Van Dyke, they don't look old. They look certifiably insane. Like if you turned a dark alley and you saw that, that's the scariest thing you could ever see in your life. And so like there's stages of aging, and women don't go down that road. Joan Collins may look old and a little like, whoa, but it doesn't terrify you. If you woke up and saw Dick Van Dyke, you would run. You would turn and run. 100%.
Yeah, he doesn't look great.
No.
But who does at 100?
I don't think
Mel Brooks is 100.
Yeah.
We also have, Dame Julie Andrews is out there at 90. She is, how old is she? She's 90. She looks all right. Carol Burnett's 93. She's still with us.
And the key to Carol Burnett, I think she looks pretty good because, and so does, Julie Andrews looks great.
They look fine. William Shatner looks good. He's 94.
Yeah, Shatner does look good. The key is you got to look old when you're like 6. Like Keith Richards will look amazing. He'll live to be like 110, and you won't notice because he looked 110 when he was like 70. The key is you got to look old. You got to look bad at a certain age, and then you just maintain it. Dude, Julie Andrews how old did she say? 90?
She's 90.
She looks incredible.
Yeah, Joan Collins doesn't look... I had to do it. She doesn't look bad.
No.
She's just still trying to glam it up.
Yeah.
And that's...
I'm guessing she still hits on people at Hollywood parties.
Yeah, I could see her with a nice, nice martini, maybe a dirty vodka martini.
Yes.
Walking around a little slurry.
And I'm guessing someone who's probably, I'm going to say 28 to 32.
Long nails.
Joan Collins is sidling up to you and wants a...
Smells of a nice perfume. Long dress with sequins.
See, I don't know if she smells of a nice perfume. I think she smells of...
Mixed with cigarettes.
Old lady perfume mixed with cigarettes. She's wearing a perfume that in 1962 was the bee's knees, and now
June.
it smells like your great grandmother, or something that you opened up like an antique trunk at a yard sale.
Yeah.
That smell is, you're like, what is that smell? It's Joan Collins. That's what that smell is.
Imagine what her house looks like.
Nothing has been touched in that
Yeah,
house
since the 60s.
100%. There might be some shag carpeting. I'm guessing there's one of those, those crystal block walls that they had, kind of the lucite walls, where it's there's one of those in there, guaranteed. I'm guessing there's also a mirrored wall of some kind,
but slightly classy.
Slightly classy, yes. Well, it's high-end furniture, or it was high-end furniture.
Yeah. What an estate sale that's going to be.
Oh man.
Do you want to hear Jerry audio? I need a translation from the peanut gallery here.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what Jerry. Look, Jerry's gone insane, but I'll tell you what.
He's entertaining.
If there's one guy in the NFL that I had to listen to, you said, hey, I'm going to force you to listen to a 20-minute press conference, I would pick Jerry Jones. Because I'm not going to be bored.
This isn't 20 minutes, it's 2 minutes. And there is a reference to baby shoes.
Yeah.
And
we don't know why.
I need translation.
Okay.
Well, first of all, and I'm not qualifying anything, Mike is a great player. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to make that kind of trade. That's what it works. But the fact that we've revamped our defense, that was an instigator toward that attitude. Let's come in here and change this up. Let's get rush from the interior. Let's be stronger on the run in the interior with an emphasis on those guys in the middle. So it's not an accident that that's what you see out there from the inside. And the way we're going to incorporate that in our secondary and defending the pass by putting pressure on the quarterback, outstanding. The trade really facilitated that, make us have the cap room, and I'm talking about cap room of the future, because you got to figure that when you do a deal like we just did with Quentin. So that caused that instigated that. It's really, in a way, akin to when we traded for Herschel Walker. It was certainly, you could say those picks got us key players. But the main thing that the Herschel Walker trade did, it caused me to be more aggressive and caused us to, if you will, take more risk because we had more picks. I gave a 2 because we had the picks. I didn't know it was going to turn out that way for Alonzo Highsmith, and he never played it down because of a bad knee. But it caused you to, it's like going to Las Vegas with some extra money in your pocket, or going out there with the baby's new pair of shoes and formula money in your pocket. You can't be as good a crap shooter as you are when you've got the baby's new pair of shoes going out there with it. So in a way, this actually created a mental part to us and to my role in it with me to step out and make the moves and take the, if you will, risks that are involved in it, which there are, to be where we are today with a complete makeover of the defense.
Okay.
What is that?
Surprisingly coherent for most of it.
Yeah. You lost me with the baby shoes.
Yeah, what is he trying to say there?
I think he's saying that because he has to buy his baby new shoes, or I don't know. I didn't follow that one.
Anyone? Steven, you got anything on that?
I had nothing.
The only thing I could think of is you've got extra money, and so you're aggressive at the craps table.
Uh-huh.
But if you don't have extra money and somehow you have baby shoes,
you have to buy the baby shoes instead?
No, he said he took the baby shoes
with him. Baby shoes with him.
And the formula money.
Yeah.
So maybe he's saying,
I think that's what he's saying is when you've got extra picks, you can be aggressive.
You have money to play with.
You got money to play with, but you don't have money to play with if you have to buy formula and you just bought baby shoes, so now you're broke.
Then you can't play craps.
I kind of follow it.
You can play it. You just won't be as good of a crap shooter.
Right.
And
then you might have nothing.
And I hate to tell you this, Jerry, but yes, you trading away Herschel Walker, those picks built the foundation of your Super Bowl teams. But just saying, it wasn't the picks. Yeah, Jerry, it was the picks. It was directly the picks. It's viewed as the greatest trade in NFL history, and that wasn't you, by the way, in case you were wondering. That was Jimmy Johnson. But okay.
Well, come on, he can take the credit.
And
he's long gone.
Oh, and he will. He 100% will. Just like to point out, Jimmy Johnson was there for like 6 years, 3 Super Bowl titles. Jimmy Johnson has left, and I think they've won like 3 playoff games since Jimmy left. Just saying. Might be a correlation there. Maybe if Jerry had more baby shoes, he'd be doing better. But I do love listening to Jerry.
So I have more Jerry audio. I'm going to wait for Steven's got to dump it in, but I want you to tell me how much you think Jerry knows about mariachi music.
Ooh. Well, he's in Texas. I'm guessing that Jerry has had a lot of functions where he has hired a mariachi band.
Yeah, he says as much.
Yeah.
But, well, we'll see. I'll play it for you.
Now, someone here is pointing out, is he talking about when you're rolling dice and you want to get lucky, you said baby needs a new pair of shoes? Is that what he's talking about?
I always thought it was mama needs a new pair of shoes.
Well, I think someone needs a new pair of shoes. But he already said he already has the shoe. It's possible that that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Daddy's out doing what daddy does.
But he's saying if you already have the shoes,
then you don't need to be.
It's harder to be a good craps shooter.
I think so, because you're not. I don't know, but it is an interesting point I didn't think about, because there is that. Hey, daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
Mommy needs a new pair of shoes.
Or in this case, baby. Or is babies equal ladies? Is he talking about new stilettos? There's a lot of ways we can go with this, boys. A lot of ways. Someone needs to speak Johnny Walker Blue. Stat. And I don't. You know he's pickled there, though.
Yeah, he's always pickled.
I love it. Dude, rich old drunk guys. That's
entertaining.
That's great.
Big Moda news today. We'll get to that next. And wrap up of last night's rookie quarterbacks in preseason NFL next.
Such a good copyright-free vibe. Cowboy fan trying to defend Jerry, acting as if he had something to do with that third title. All right, you and Barry Switzer. Sure.
Yeah, Switzer was the coach, right?
Yeah. And it was a total S show. Barry Switzer was an abomination. They just were so good. That's like saying Larry Coker was the reason the Miami Hurricanes won that national title. All right.
Ed Orgeron.
Yeah, exactly. Even Troy Aikman hated Barry Switzer. Like the one thing I'll give credit for that documentary they did, that's a loose term documentary, even they allowed the players to talk about how Barry Switzer really didn't do anything. And I like Barry Switzer, but even Barry kind of admits like his job was there to like not screw it up, even though he kind of ended up screwing it up.
I absolutely hated him.
Did you?
Absolutely hated. Well, because remember I was in Kansas.
Yeah.
He was at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And we just, that was the cover of Sports Illustrated with the, what's his nuts
The Boz.
in cuffs. No, well.
Oh, that was
was
Thompson. The quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah. He was just a cheat.
That book about that Oklahoma team is terrifying.
Yeah, they were awful.
Yes.
So I always grew up a Cowboys fan because all my family's from like the Fort Worth area and stuff.
Yeah.
But when they hired Barry Switzer, dude, I was out.
Yeah. And look.
Couldn't stand that guy.
Yes, to be fair, you have to give, like, Barry Switzer won a Super Bowl. Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith, they won a Super Bowl. That's what happened. And then after that, they went 10-6, 6-10, and Barry Switzer was
Do you
gone.
think I could have coached him?
I think.
How do you think I would have done?
I think there's 100 different coaches that you could have replaced Jimmy Johnson with.
That's a no.
And they would have won a Super Bowl.
I mean, you could just divvy it up. Hey, coordinators, do your thing, and you just stand there with your arms crossed.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
call timeouts.
Yeah, I don't think I could screw it up. I'm smart enough to be like, just get out of the way.
Yeah.
Like, they don't respect me. Troy, you're a coach.
Yeah.
Just don't
Hey,
fire
Emmitt,
me, and I
do what I say, Emmitt Smith.
and I get the ring. Yeah. Give it to Emmett. And Michael's like, I want the ball. Well, give it to Michael.
Yeah. I mean, there is
You guys who figure it out.
an
Jay
element
Novacek
of that.
is bad.
Jay Novacek, yeah. Was he on the championship team?
Yeah, he was. He was their tight end. I don't know if he was there for all three, but he was there for at least the first two. I think he was there for all three.
Same with like Alvin Harper. He was there for like at least one of them.
Harper
Then
wasn't.
he went to the Bucks.
Harper wasn't there at the end. They
Right.
lost some of that, but yeah, I mean the main core was there, and there were some tweaks and stuff, and Ken Norton, Deion Sanders, came in late, but yes, that Cowboy team was truly great. So after Switzer left, so Switzer was there for the he was there 2 years, won the Super Bowl, and then there was two more, and then he was gone. And after that, they have won 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they've won 4 playoff games since that time. I mean, they've had some decent seasons, but there's one common denominator here, and that's Jerry. And
you're a loser.
That's just the facts. That team that Jimmy Johnson built was able to maintain for 2 years after he left. And then it just all fell apart. And they've never been able to put it back together. Not that they haven't had some decent years, but I think the proof's in the pudding since whatever that was, 1998 or something. You've won 4 playoff games. That's alarming for supposedly one of the storied franchises in NFL history.
He hasn't really hired many good coaches either.
No.
Kind of gotten that wrong. I mean, the Parcells hire was good.
Yeah.
I mean,
but he's had the Dave Campos, and now he's got Schottenheimer, and we'll see, how all this goes.
yeah,
but
Wade Phillips wasn't bad, but he wasn't great.
No.
McCarthy.
Yeah, not bad,
He's
but
fine.
not great.
Yeah. They've been the definition of
Chan Gailey.
meh. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that they are since their last run there with Switzer, I believe that every team in the NFC has been to an NFC championship game, but the Dallas Cowboys. I believe that is a legitimate.
Yeah, so Dak,
fact.
he's won 1 playoff game or 2.
I think he's probably won 2.
Romo only won 1 or 2, didn't he?
Because they won a wild card against the Buccaneers in 2023. That would have been Dak, and then 2019 wild card against Seattle. That would have been Dak too, and that
So he's won 2 playoff games.
I think Dak's won 2 playoff games.
And Tony Romo at 2 as well.
Yeah, Romo would have won against Philly in 2010, probably was Romo.
Yes.
And then against the Lions.
He had 15.
Yeah.
They had the Green Bay game, the
and
Dez Bryant.
And by the way, those are their 4 wins. Like there is.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. They lost the Seahawks game. Didn't they lose that? That was the one where Romo muffed the snap.
Yeah.
And the Dez Bryant catch in Green Bay, like, they've had some wild.
Yeah. And I think one year with Dak, they went 14-2 or maybe 13-3. They've had good years. And the weird part is, as much as I want to be critical of Jerry Jones, they've drafted pretty well. Like you look at some of the guys that are homegrown there. Offensive linemen, they've done a great job. They found Dak in the 3rd or 4th round. They've done a great job. CeeDee Lamb was a nice pick. They've done a nice job of Micah Parsons, right? Ended up getting rid of him, but they have done a nice job in the draft. It just, for whatever reason, they can't really grasp the concept of real team builds.
Yeah, Dak's rookie year, 2016, they were 13-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that your last comment there, I feel like that's where Jerry is his own worst enemy.
Yes.
Because you really have to have a real sharp personnel guy with a real sharp cap guy.
Yes.
And he's trying to do that, and he's not that.
No. One of their
so that's why they're always called Swiss cheese, right?
Yes.
Like they have great players, but they have holes everywhere.
Yep. And one of the problems that Jerry has is Jerry negotiates everything on his own. And remember, he does all these handshake deals. And he never signs anyone when they should sign. And all that ends up doing is costing him more in the end. And very rarely do his bets work out.
Oh, I have more Jerry audio.
Oh,
I don't know,
yeah.
I was sitting there thinking, like, should we, why are we talking about the Cowboys?
I don't know.
Then,
how about them Cowboys?
well, because of Jerry Baby Shoes audio.
Yeah.
But then I wanted to play this for you. So we're going to blow through another segment here,
Okay.
so we might as well just play it.
Yeah.
It's a minute and a half. Tell me how much you think Jerry knows about mariachi music.
Okay.
La cuca cucaroo, la cuca cucaroo,
I love this so much already.
Paloma.
I heard you were in San Antonio, a mariachi title. Can you tell us what that title was?
Well, I'm so proud of it because I love mariachi music. But I was the Grand Master for the year of mariachi. I had my picture on the in New York Times with the mariachi, and of course was there for all of the competition. Can't tell you what a fan I am now of mariachi music. It just exudes the kind of energy and the kind of competition that I would like the Cowboys to mirror in its music.
What is it about mariachi that you like so much? What does it make you feel?
La cuca cucaroo, la cuca cucaroo, Paloma. I love the great traditional music of Mexico. I love the energy that mariachi brings, and it just excites me. We cherish our Hispanic fans and our Mexican fans. It's very important to us that we have, as a part of the perception and of the Dallas Cowboys, that we have the overt demonstration of how much we appreciate our Mexican fans.
So you think he knows anything about mariachi?
Well, first off,
He was
as,
the Grand Master.
as an old white guy, you
Yeah.
please
By
don't.
the way, is that not a Freudian? There's no. First of all, there's no such thing as Grandmaster of
There's
mariachi.
not-
How
I
do you
literally
know?
looked.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
Because I thought I'm like, dude, that's a slip if I've ever heard one.
Dude, if I wore a t-shirt,
Was he meaning Grand Marshal? And there's not that either.
it's got to be Grand Marshal. What would happen if I showed up wearing a shirt that said Grand Master?
I mean, you can't say
On
that,
the back
Jerry.
it says mariachi, though.
God.
Paloma.
Oh, but I need that.
Cucaroo.
Can I please? I'm gonna need just the La Cucaroo clip and then the longer clip. I'm gonna need those because
Wasn't there music under them though? I hope that.
I don't think so.
Okay, there was at the first part.
I need
The
that.
first part has music underneath it, so
Yeah.
I'll see if there's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
better version.
He does it again in the middle.
Yeah.
I need that in my life. God,
I
I can't quit Jerry Jones. The world's a better place with Jerry in it.
So basically, all that was him sitting down with a Latina reporter
Yeah.
who was asking him about mariachi music, and he basically lies and says he loves mariachi music, and that he was the grand master of mariachi, which doesn't even exist, but is a horrible Freudian slip.
Yeah.
And then he goes on to say he loves his Mexican fans.
At least he didn't say he was the grand wizard of mariachi music. It could have been worse. Could have been worse.
God.
Jerry.
All right.
Dude, I would give I just want to follow him around for a day. Like just be a shadow on the wall and just see what it's like to be Jerry Jones for a day. Any random day.
Paloma.
I love the Paloma. Nice touch.
He's so good.
God.
I can't. I just love it.
And is that a song? I mean,
I don't know.
La Cuca Cucaroo.
Cucaracha is
La Cucaracha. Is that what he's trying to say?
I think he's trying to do La Cucaracha.
I would guess.
La Cucaracha. La Cucaracha.
Cucaracha.
One more time.
Yeah,
La
not La
no.
Cucaroo.
Yeah, one more time here.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
This is what he's trying.
La Cucaroo. La Cucaroo.
Yeah.
Paloma.
Yeah, he's trying to do La Cucaracha.
So he knows nothing about mariachi music.
Are you the Grand Marshal?
I am not, and it
But
doesn't
are you the
exist.
Grand Master of
Are you the Grand
mariachi?
Master?
I could not be. It doesn't exist.
Jerry is.
Jerry is. Self-proclaimed.
In his own mind. Self-proclaimed Grand Master of Mariachi.
Paloma.
Paloma.
I'm just gonna start dropping palomas now in my day-to-day
Yeah,
life.
that in and of itself could be a really good drop. I
Yes.
think. Paloma.
Paloma.
Well, I'll tell you right now. Next time I'm at a bar, which will
Yes.
be tonight, and the bartender asks me what I want, you know what my answer is gonna be.
Paloma.
Paloma. I'm gonna sing it. Watch this. Boom. Seth, get a paloma ready for me, buddy. I'm coming.
The
Paloma.
college football points gobbler is next.
From the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Oregon State linebacker Aiden Sullivan was arrested in Benton County on Monday on account of felony assault in the second degree and 2 counts of misdemeanor assault in the fourth degree. According to court record, Sullivan pleaded not guilty to the charges and was released on $50,000 bail. Sullivan, Oregon State's best returning defender last year, recorded 72 tackles and 3 forced fumbles. Falcons edge rusher James Pierce Jr., he has been suspended by the NFL for 8 games due to violating the league's personal conduct policy when he was arrested on a domestic violence charge back in February. Cleveland Cavaliers are trading journeyman Dennis Schroeder and Cass to the Charlotte Hornets exchange for Trey Mann. And the Portland Fire, they are in action in Seattle tonight. Fire can get the season sweep over the rivals with a win, but the Storm, 3.5-point favorites. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
News. I just wanted to tell you that the news is today that the Blazers and the city will meet officially for the first time on, well, it's not for the first time, but
since the money's been passed.
Yeah, on Monday.
Yes.
And they're saying that they are going to meet twice a week moving forward, and then the frequency will increase hopefully as stuff gets buttoned up.
That's great. You got 4 months to hammer something out, and let's go.
So there's your hot Moda Center news.
I'm hoping this is the last of the stupid fear-mongering and articles written about this, about how, our team is being ripped away from us. I hope that this all just quietly goes away, and then we can move on to hating this team for other reasons.
Somebody else said yeah, exactly. We need a new reason to hate them, not this one.
Yeah.
Somebody said that they've already been meeting 2 times a week. So
yeah, the Blazers have said this all along, that this idea that they've not talked to anyone is false. So, I mean, who knows where the truth lies, but normally when you have 2 separate stories, the truth lies somewhere in the middle. So take it for what it's worth, but they're meeting now, and that's good. And there's an architect involved, and there's money involved, so let's go.
But is there a Paloma involved?
I would hope so.
Paloma.
God, so good. I'm drinking nothing.
By the way,
I'm drinking nothing but Paloma tonight, boys.
One quick, hopefully, retraction.
Yeah.
According to one of our texters, he said Grand Maestro.
Did he?
Well,
do we have to go to the tape?
He said, yeah, I think we should go to tape, but he says, Jerry doesn't ever say anything properly.
No.
So
we doesn't have to, because I bet we can't watch.
He said Mastra. So we took it as master, but he was trying to say maestro, and apparently a Grand Maestro of mariachi would be a thing.
Really?
I guess.
What is the grand?
Like a teacher, right? Isn't that what that means? Like a master like a teacher.
Isn't a maestro a conductor? I think maestro.
Well, yeah,
maestro is a conductor.
But I mean.
So does he conduct?
I thought maestro meant master or like teacher. Maybe we're all saying the same thing.
The Grand Master
very confused.
Mariachi.
Grand Maestro.
Maestro.
Not Grand Master. That's
like
very different.
I like Grand Master.
Paloma.
Most likely that refers to a guy named Jose Hernandez. So I guess the Grand Maestro is not a position. It's one guy. He's a legendary...
well, Jerry's claiming he's the Grand Maestro.
Well, Jose Hernandez would beg to differ. And yes, maestro is it's a conductor.
Whatever it is, we know Jerry was not it. That's what we can
confirm.
confirm.
It's all made up.
Yes.
All
Right.
of it.
Whatever he said, he's not it.
Maestro, master,
Grand, what?
any of it. He's none of it.
He is a master of the Paloma and Johnny Walker
And the Kookaroo.
and the Kookaroo. God, I love the Kookaroo so much.
So now to the Gabla. I've got CBS Sports ranking the top 10 players in college football.
Okay. What is this? You said CBS Sports?
Yeah, and what they did was they went to a bunch of college football executives, because, they have executives now,
I know, isn't that weird?
and scouts.
You got GMs.
Yeah, like GMs and executives.
Do they have maestros? Is there a grand master of college football? Is it Nick Saban?
Josh Pate, we know this.
There you go, Josh Pate. Get ready, by the way.
Oh!
yeah.
Whoa,
there's
we're burying the lead.
There's Josh Pate news.
Burying the lead.
Yeah.
Wait, there is?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that. What I was going to tell you is, when you mentioned Josh Pate, it jarred my brain. Steven was playing for me Pat McAfee audio today.
It pissed me off, quite frankly.
He was about to fight people.
I was. You wouldn't turn it off.
Well, I was trying to listen to it.
No, you weren't.
I wanted to hear what it was like. Pat McAfee has an album.
Yeah, I didn't know. I knew he had a book coming out. It's Diary of a Polarizing Figure. But not only is there a book, but apparently he's dropped kid you not, a country rap album.
Music.
Yeah, it's rap / country.
It's, yes.
Now, Lowercase told me it's the same people that do Morgan Wallen's music. Oh, my God. So...
What do you mean, do it? Like,
They
wrote it?
Yeah, and wrote it.
Yeah, produce it, all that kind of stuff. So Casey said it sounds a lot like Morgan Wallen.
Which might be why I hate it so
Right.
very much. Like, Rupp kept playing it, and I was like, okay. And after like 3 minutes, it literally was, I was like, can you please turn this off? Like,
It was bubbles were boiling.
Yeah, I was not thrilled. And Rob's like, I'm listening. Are you?
Yeah, I was trying to hear it. I liked it.
Click clack.
I'm just kidding. I didn't like it. It was really bad. Click clack. What was it? What's the term he uses?
Click clack was her favorite song.
I
That's for
don't
sure.
think we should play it.
No, and he's using accents. It's
He cusses a lot.
It's
too.
a hell of a thing.
He also has a song like, for the South, how great the South is. He was born in Pennsylvania, played at West Virginia, and then played for the Colts. Nothing in the South.
Right.
No, but he's got a Southern accent. But he's rapping, but it's country music, and
Boy, that guy.
yeah.
Is he going to be close to Jason Kelsey territory soon?
And this is like,
Oversaturated.
I think McAfee is going all in to make as much as he can. I feel like that is a star that is going to burn out. I think there will be a backlash, and it may start with the country album. Just saying.
Because I don't see him all that much. Like, I don't consume his show. I see his clips every now and then.
Yeah.
I don't hate him. Like, I think
I don't hate him either.
got a fun personality and this and that. But
He's
too much of him.
Yeah.
I haven't felt yet that there's too much of Pat McAfee.
Until
coming.
this.
Until
Feel
now.
the show, trying to be the GOAT. Click, clack, reload.
Click, clack, reload.
Yeah.
There's a taste.
Click, clack.
Come get a
Click,
taste.
clack,
This
reload.
is the thing when ESPN develops a star, when someone hits. Obviously, they have success, and so that more, and inevitably there's a backlash. The Kelsey backlash. Stephen A. obviously has the backlash. I'm telling you, the next one is Josh Pate. There will be a Josh Pate backlash. Josh Pate ESPN is launching a new weekly show called Bussin' and Pate on Campus, where the broiest show of all time, where Taylor Lewan and Josh Pate will wear very tight t-shirts and lift weights and talk about college football. And again, all three of those guys are tremendously successful, and ESPN is getting ready to make foie gras out of them and shove it right down your little goose throat. And it's coming at you, and it's going to be a lot.
Click, clack, reload.
Click, clack, reload. Yes. Because that ESPN can't help themselves. When they find something that it works and there's some traction, they will beat it to death. And they'll do it with McAfee, and they'll do it with Pate, and they'll do it with
So
Bussin'
the show
Boys.
is when?
It's a weekly college football show, and it's going to be Bussin' and Pate on campus.
Okay, but I don't have to watch it.
No, but I saw, and again, take the internet for what it is. The internet hates everything. But when they made the announcement, and I saw the Twitter, the replies, there's a lot of people that are already like, okay, enough. Like, we've seen it, and we don't need this.
Well, they've gone hard into Josh Pate. ESPN has.
Yes.
Like, he's like their college football guy.
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
Because everyone got so tired of Feinbaum.
Yeah.
Well, so they got, is Bussin 2 guys?
Yes, it's Will Compton and Taylor Lewan.
Well, whoever they're paying the most, you're going to see the most.
That's McAfee.
Yeah, so you're going to see him more.
Yeah. I'm just saying that the comments, they are not kind about the new Bussin and Josh Pate show. Not that Twitter or Instagram is a real place, but
Well, maybe it'll be good.
there's going to be some blowback.
But I don't feel oversaturated yet in the Pat McAfee world.
Yeah.
But it's coming.
I think so.
It's coming fast.
Well, when they started playing Click Clack on the college game day. Because
Yes.
Kirk Herbstreit kind of hinted at that today on the McAfee show.
It's coming.
That,
Yeah.
we would love to hear McAfee perform and his songs all over college game day. God. That's going to be
It's going to be a doozy, boys.
reload.
Click, clack, reload.
Click, clack, reload.
It's our new motto here.
I didn't know I needed a country rap album. I didn't know I needed a country rap album from a punter, but apparently I do. And
From Pennsylvania.
From Pennsylvania that is now rapping with a Southern accent. You're right. The collab we need, there's only one collab we need at this point. It is not Josh Pate and Bussin' with the Boys. We need Pat McAfee to hammer down. That's what we need. We need Myers Leonard and Pat McAfee to join forces and both do Southern accents, even though they're not from a place that has a Southern accent. That's really what we need. Can Myers Leonard rap, or is he just too busy, hammering down? Because I feel like that's what, if we could somehow meld those together.
So CBS has the top 10 players as, let's see. 1 is
Jeremiah Smith.
Jeremiah
right?
Smith.
And then
2 is Dante Moore. 3 is
really Dante Moore.
3 is Trinidad Chambliss.
Okay.
4 Malachi Toney, the receiver from Miami.
So this isn't true, by the way. They're just picking positions. They're not going positions because those aren't the best players in college football. You're just doing the quarterbacks.
5 is Notre Dame cornerback
Leonard
Leonard Moore.
Leonard Moore might be the best player in college football. Jeremiah Smith and Leonard Moore, and then maybe Colin Simmons at Texas. Those are probably.
6 is Texas defensive end Colin Simmons.
There you go.
7 is LSU offensive tackle Jordan Seaton.
Yeah.
8 is Ole Miss running back Kawan Lacey. 9 is Texas quarterback Arch Manning. And 10 is Oklahoma State quarterback Drew Mestemaker.
Okay.
Interestingly enough.
Yeah. The fact that they Arch Manning, they have him at 10.
9.
See, this is just silly.
Here's what I want to get at though, before you tear it apart. What I'm getting at is they have they asked they gave him that top 10 list and said, who are the most overrated and underrated players in there?
Yeah.
And shockingly, Arch Manning and Drew Mestemaker were the 2 most overrated.
Yes, and that is correct.
Based on the commentary of college football executives.
Yeah.
I'm going to read you what they wrote.
And that is 100% accurate. I get that Arch Manning continues, we beat that drum for him, but I watched probably 9 games that Texas played last year, and in those 9 games, Arch Manning looked good or better than competent in 3 of them, maybe 4 of them, and they weren't necessarily against great teams. I watched him play an absolute stinker against Kentucky. I watched him look like absolute dog-ass against Georgia. I mean, his 3 best games were against Arkansas, a really crappy Michigan team, and I guess if you want to say, I mean, they beat Texas A&M. And you can say what you will about Texas A&M, but
Well, and that Michigan game was a bowl game as well, so a lot of players weren't playing.
Yeah. He just wasn't.
So one exec said this about Arch. He said, I had this conversation with our head coach when we were studying Texas and Steve Sarkisian. This is an ACC general manager. He thought a game we watched was really bad, but then I said, well, wait, turn on these games, and he thought those were really good. So Arch was, most of the guys pointed to Arch as the most overrated because he's just so up and down.
Yes.
And he's also terrible on the run. If you get him out of the pocket, he can't hit me.
No. He has some of the most.
Because I'm easy to hit.
Yeah. He has some of the most baffling, like you mentioned, out of the pocket, what are you doing moments. And how you say that's a top 10 player. So you're saying CJ Carr isn't a top 10 player.
I didn't have him in the top 10.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just.
And then the most overrated guy they said was Drew Mestemaker. And here's what they said about him.
And I just haven't seen enough of him. He was the guy at North Texas, and now he's at Oklahoma State. Just haven't seen enough of him to have any sort of real thought.
One high-ranking ACC personnel executive said, "Feel like most would point to Arch, but I'm going with Drew. Think the rest of the list is proven and really legit talents. In my mind, Drew is the one and only unproven player at the Power 4 level. In some of the traits, I like some of the traits, and he has ability, but I'm rolling with him because I think he is overpaid and Oklahoma State won't even make a bowl game." One Big Ten general manager said, "I'm not sure I'd put Drew Mestemaker above Jaden Maiava or Julian Sayin in terms of pure talent. I don't think you can put him above John Mateer either. That's crazy now that I think about it. No way. He's not even the best quarterback in his own state."
Yikes.
See, because Mestemaker comes with a lot of hype.
Yeah.
And Oregon's playing them, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they playing Oklahoma State?
They are playing Oklahoma State.
Yeah, so they
In
have
Stillwater.
they have to play that guy.
Now, where I will agree with him on, look, I don't know about Mestemaker. You know who is ridiculously overrated is John Mateer. Just is.
Yeah, you see, he's all.
He was hurt last year, though. You don't think any of the injury?
It might be, but look, at Washington State, he was a good athlete and ran around. But when they forced him to throw the ball, it was, and then when he got to Oklahoma, yes, there was injuries there, but again, watch Oklahoma play. John Mateer, injuries could be. John Mateer is not great. He's a good college quarterback that's a good athlete that runs around. But if you force him to be a quarterback, it can get real funky. Another year of development, we'll see what happens. But yeah,
they weren't winning games because of material. It was that defense, which was
and the defense.
nails.
The defense is nasty.
So Dante Moore actually got 3 votes for most overrated.
Okay.
One of the doubters pointed to struggles in big games, including a disastrous performance against Indiana in the Peach Bowl that featured a pick 6, 2 lost fumbles. One of our voters who played against Oregon last season said of Moore, quote, "There was nothing after that game that was like, that guy's the number 2 overall pick in the draft."
I can see that.
End quote.
He's got a lot to prove. And I thought he was very solid last year. And the thing you look at Dante Moore is he fits the bill, right? The big arm, he's got good presence. He's got to be better in big games. Look, in the 2 biggest games that he's played in, he's laid giant eggs. And he has gone through stretches where that offense is too good for it to get ground to a halt. And he's got to be at some point able to put you on his back and carry you, which is why I think Dante Moore coming back was a great thing. Because what do you say? The NFL is not a developmental league. You do not get time to develop in the NFL. And this is going to be a big year for him. By the way, John Mateer last year, 2,800 yards, 14 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. And you're telling me that is...
Well, I think, to be fair, to Steven's point, and I'm not saying he's good. I don't know. He looked good at first. He was making some plays, but then he got hurt, and then he came back way faster than anybody thought.
Right.
Yes.
He came back
And
for
he
the
was
Red
not-
River rivalry. He wasn't even supposed to play in that game.
Yeah.
No, and he threw, I believe,
And
if
he
I'm not
was
mistaken,
terrible.
I think he threw like 3 or 4 picks.
Yeah, he
Because there's a
wasn't the
whole
same.
student that saw him at Chipotle and was like, "Hey, you playing in the game?" And then the guy was like,
Oh,
"Really
yeah,
famous."
that's right. Wasn't it like a finger? Or
Yeah, it
was
was
it
a finger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that affected
It could
him.
be.
And I guess, I don't know if you've seen him, he is jacked.
Yeah, he looks super. Saying, by the way, too, both of those guys are on the Reddit True Tried program or whatever. Both of those guys put on some. Julian Sayin looks, that dude's got some thighs. And Mateer looks Tebow-esque. But can I also point this out?
They've not been drinking Palomas. I've always liked physical big men.
Paloma.
This is what we do. And I would just like to point it out. Watch this. Every offseason, there's nothing that we love as fans more than the jacked player, right? We love it. When's the last time a quarterback got really jacked
Tebow.
and that turned out to be a good thing?
Wasn't it Tebow?
I guess if you think, but he was always jacked.
He was?
Yes. Tebow has been
He was
that.
always just like a fullback.
He always looked like a fullback. But last time I checked, right? Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, are any of those guys jacked? So when you come back into the offseason and your shirt's off and you look like you've been a bodybuilder, I'm not certain that that's like, people are like, oh, look out. Okay, well, having abs and big arms doesn't help John Mateer throw a football. Like we love that. And I get it if it's like a DB or something or a defensive end. but it's a quarterback. It's the one position that you don't have to be jacked. And quite frankly, some people believe Tom Brady, you shouldn't be jacked. Tom Brady used to be critical of quarterbacks that spent time in the weight room. He goes, no, you need to be pliable. You need to be flexible. You don't need to look like a bro on the beach. So just, Will Levis was another one. Remember Will Levis got all jacked? Yeah, it turns out that's not a good thing.
So the executives picked two guys as most underrated out of that top 10, and they were both defensive players. That corner from Notre Dame.
Yeah, Leonard Moore, who might outside of Jeremiah Smith, he might be the best player in college football. He's
and then
incredible.
Texas defensive end Colin Simmons.
Yeah, Dylan Stewart's another one at South Carolina that's really good. Cam Coleman is a receiver out of Texas that's going to...
Well, you talk about Arch. They've gone all in on offense. Their offense is loaded with talent. If Arch can't put it together this year, I already have questions, but you really got to question what he is.
Yeah, there's going to be some... just every year we give the quarterbacks attention, but they'll obviously be breakout players in college that kind of will appear on the scene. But I get why we de facto go to the quarterbacks. I just think we crown Lenore Sellers was this way. How many quarterbacks did we crown last year, including Arch Manning? And then the season rolled around and we were like, you're not very good.
So I want to point out to you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., wherever you guys are, you will exactly be 2 weeks from college football kickoff in Dublin. Tomorrow morning.
Who's that again?
North Carolina and TCU.
Yes.
And then, oddly enough, we get the Apple Cup. It's like September 6th.
Yeah. That is honestly one of my more
so weird
intriguing players. If I had to go my top 10 intriguing players, Damon Williams is in my top 5. If Damon Williams is what UW says he is and what LSU thought he was, UW's going to be really good. If he's what he was last year, well, get ready for another 7 to 8 win season and getting your teeth kicked in by any good team.
They have a winnable schedule.
They have a very winnable schedule. And he was atrocious in big games last year. I mean, one of the worst quarterbacks in the country against anyone that mattered.
There is your gobbler. In the news is next.
Nom.
We've got lawsuit news. Let's see what you think. 2 lawsuits. I don't know who you side with. Perhaps the advocates.
I would think
will be taking one of these cases.
I hope.
Next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Oregon State linebacker Aiden Sullivan was arrested in Benton County on Monday on account of felony assault in the second degree and 2 counts of misdemeanor assault in the 4th degree, according to court records. Sullivan pleaded guilty to the accusations and was released on $50,000 bail. Sullivan is Oregon State's best returning defender, recording 72 tackles and 3 forced fumbles a season ago. Falcons edge rusher James Pierce Jr. has been suspended by the NFL for 8 games due to violating the league's personal conduct policy when he was arrested on domestic violence charges in February of earlier this year. Cleveland Cavaliers are trading guard Dennis Schroeder and cash to the Hornets in exchange for Trey Mann. And the Portland Fire in action in Seattle tonight. Fire can get the season sweep over their rivals with the win, but the Storm are the 3.5-point favorites. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right, hope you're having a nice little Friday. It is Aug 14, 2026. Time now for In the News. I'm your noted newsman. Hello. Thank you.
Gin Robin. I'm here to report the news.
That's right, Jason. Thank you.
I love that.
That's the way they all talk.
I know. Like, we make fun of it, but it's a real thing.
That's right. That's why Anchorman was so good.
Yeah, it just works.
It's just so right.
Spot on.
It's like a documentary.
Criminally underrated in that movie, Brian Fantana. Yeah. Paul Rudd does not get the credit he deserves.
It is National Wiffle Ball Day.
Oh, God, who didn't enjoy a fine game of wiffle? It's been years since I've wiffled, but it's good times.
Now, did you like the ball, the harder ball with all the holes in it?
No.
Like completely.
No.
You like the one with just the top holes?
Yeah, because you could.
Yeah, because it moved.
I only like top holes.
Yeah.
I don't like the all over
you're
holes.
A top.
I'm a top. So, yeah, because when you had the one with the solid bottom,
yeah,
you could throw the curves. And
yeah, it moved all over the place. But it was lighter.
Yeah.
Whereas the thicker ball, I don't know how many people played with the thicker ball, but we liked the thicker balls because they flew further.
I understand.
They went further.
It's a lot of curves
on our bombs.
Solid bottoms.
Rob needed some help. Rob needed the ball juiced. He didn't have the
ball. I mean, a lot of ball talk here.
Rob didn't have the gumption to get the big balls out of the yard.
It is also National Tattoo Removal Day.
I think I'm beyond that. I've heard one that it's super painful, like way worse than getting them, and it takes a long time. Someone once asked me, like, they're like, have you ever thought about getting yours removed? And I just laughed and was like, yeah, no. You got $250,000, probably 3 years, and an S-ton of painkillers. You'd think by now they'd have a better way than that burn laser.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yep. So, let them rate them. I'm stuck with mine. Those aren't going anywhere.
All right, I have 2 lawsuits here, and I want to see who you side with.
Okay.
One is a Portland cop. His name is Bradley Jett.
Ooh, good name.
Brad Jett.
Wow.
Brad Jett at the plate. We're being told, but the Mariachi Bros are in.
Yeah. We have Mariachi Bros?
Yeah. Apparently Jerry was much more in tune with the mariachi scene than we gave him credit for.
So he was indeed the grand wizard of the mariachi scene?
Paloma. It sounds like that song, the song he was singing, is not La Cucaracha.
No.
Like we thought it was. It's actually, I don't know. What did he say?
La Cucaroo?
La Cucaroo Paloma.
That's a real song?
I guess so. According to the Mariachi Bros out there.
So good.
So a longtime Portland police officer filed a $2 million lawsuit this week against a woman after the officer fell down the front steps of her home while performing a welfare check on her.
Oh, for God's sakes. Really, Officer Jett?
Officer Bradley Jett's lawsuit says emergency personnel had already transported Rosemary Southwood away from her home in the Selwood Moreland neighborhood when he tried to shut the door and lock it, but instead, the suit says the door handle suddenly came loose, he lost his balance, and he tumbled down approximately 6 concrete steps, breaking his finger and injuring his head, arm, and shoulder.
Oh, my God. First off, Bradley.
There's exclusive audio of it.
Be an athlete, stay on your feet. You broke your finger.
There were no railings on either side of the steps, and that's a violation of Portland City Code, which requires outside staircases with more than 3 steps, like the ones at her home, to have a handrail.
Oh, for God's sakes.
So I
let me just state,
based on your tone, I'm guessing you side with the lady.
Let me
here.
state right now, for the record, I love my Portland police. Shout out Officer McGuffey. Bradley Jett, you're a bitch.
Oh.
You are. You're a bitch. And I tell you to your face that you're a bitch. You literally went to shut a door.
Bitch.
A loose handle. You fell down 6 steps. Watch this. And that's worth $2 million? I hope I'm on that jury so that I can tell you to your face that you're a bitch and you're not getting a dime.
Wow.
You want to talk about someone that doesn't, you don't want to be a cop anymore and you're looking for a free payday. He's a bitch. Hand injury.
Bye, bitch.
From falling down 6 concrete steps. Whoa. I want to call him something worse than the B word, but I can't. I kind of want to text now.
Are you thinking C word on this?
Yeah, I'm thinking C word.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a rare play.
At least the P. At least the P, but I was thinking C.
No one plays the C card.
I want to play the C card.
Man.
It's an old lady. It's an old lady, for God's sake.
76, yeah.
It's an old lady that needed a welfare
And by the
check.
way, she doesn't have any money.
No. So you're just going after like someone's insurance or whatever.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
It's a weird lawsuit.
You're pathetic.
Okay, here's the second lawsuit. Kenneth Voiles is a streetman. Was a streetman.
Yeah.
And he says he was hungry and cold when he decided to break into a Portland countertop fabrication business in the pre-dawn hours of a winter day to find something to eat and possibly make off with some loot.
I see.
Only possible.
Only possibly. Well, I like that the streetman here is like, hey, look, I'm not saying I wouldn't rob him. I'm not saying that I wouldn't either.
If there were cash there, I probably would have
see
taken
what
it.
happens.
Very honest.
Yeah.
So he figured no one was there, but he was in for a surprise. The owner, who lived in the back room, was there.
Okay.
And he saw him. His name is James Grant. That's the owner.
Yeah.
So he threw a cup of urine in the streetman's face.
Oh, my God. Time out. I'll tell you right now, the most shocking thing ever just happened. If you told me that we have a story involving a streetman breaking into a business in the wee hours of the morning and somehow we was involved being thrown, the fact that it was not thrown by the streetman, my mind is blown.
That's an upset.
That is an upset of all. That is a 16-1 level upset.
Really is.
This is Long Beach. So you're telling me that the guy lives in the back, he hears someone break in, and his first thought is, I'm going to piss in a cup and throw it at the guy. Or does he just have jars of piss waiting to go?
That's the question. It's like, where did he get a cup of urine on the spot? Like, did he tell him to just, hey, wait right there, I got to
The only thing I can think of is he keeps pee jars.
Right, because or else was he just lucky enough that he had to pee at that moment? He's like, I can't function. I have to pee first. I might as well just throw this. Exactly. Watch this.
Do I need to start
collecting?
Just keeping a jar of urine by the bed?
I'm keeping one out in the office over there.
And the lady's like, honey, what is that? I'm like, well, you know what that is? That's safety piss, hon.
You never know if a streetman's going to break
You
in.
never know when I'm need to stand at the top of the stairs and throw some urine. And by the way, of all the people, like if you threw urine at me, that would probably end the confrontation. The one man who's not going to be bothered by urine being thrown at him is a streetman.
That's true.
Dude, that's like shooting
Tuesday.
That's shooting Superman with a bullet. That streetman laughs at your urine. Laughs at it.
So he then lobbed heavy tiles toward his body.
All right, I like where we're going here.
And then momentarily left one area of the building to retrieve a gun from under his pillow. He then returns and he shoots the streetman who said he was trying to escape. He got shot 3 times in the arm and once in the torso.
Watch this. Boom.
Now, the streetman says Grant's reaction far exceeded the bounds of acceptable behavior, and he is asking a Multnomah County Circuit Court jury to rule that the owner of the business pay him $10 million.
Ah, yes.
What do you think about that?
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Who's got the worst lawsuit?
Whoa. The streetman.
That's a worse lawsuit than...
Look, I said what I said about Officer Jet. Whoa. Whatever that douche's name was.
Bradley Jet.
Bradley Jet. Yeah. You're a bitch.
Brad Jet.
But
BJ, they call him.
Yeah, BJ. BJ and the Bear. The streetman, $10 million.
$10 million.
So
he said that is an unacceptable way to get a streetman out of your home.
I actually think
what an argument.
What an argument. What an absolute argument.
And it is going to trial. It's going to start Monday.
Oh my God. Well, it is Portland, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I am a little surprised though. So he had urine through at him. Then he went back and got some tiles. And the streetman still. I told you the streetman wasn't going to leave. If you think that urine, this would be my argument if I was the homeowner. I'd be like, look, I tried doing it the right way, but clearly the streetman was not affected by the urine or the heavy tiles. So someone breaks into your house, I kind of think you got a right to shoot him. That's
now. You know what else is weird about this story?
Yeah.
They're saying that Grant actually doesn't have the right to live there, even though he owns the business.
Oh, because it's
you can't live there. It's zoned for business.
Yeah.
He can't live there.
Well, but was he living there, or was he just like you can sleep in your business? Like
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a key to they're saying this is a key point in the trial.
Yeah.
He has homes in Nevada and China.
Yeah.
But he testified that he lives at the business.
Right, so if you weren't living there, I would have broken, stole your stuff. But since you were there, you throw pee at me.
It's a thing.
Treat me nice.
So city officials previously had found him in violation of the industrial district's zoning rules and told him not to reside there. But Oregon law does allow people to defend their homes.
Yes.
But it does not allow people to defend their businesses.
Are you serious?
With lethal force, yes.
So if I'm working at the Snack Shack,
correct.
I'm working at the Tasty Freeze, and a guy breaks in, I have to be like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Go at it. God.
With lethal force. So,
well, it wasn't lethal force. He just shot him in the arm, right?
Well, it was attempted lethal force. He shot him 3 times. So, yeah, very interesting case here. This actually raises quite a few questions.
It does raise a few questions. You know what I'm against, though? Giving that dumbass $10 million. If I was the streetman, if I was on that jury, I would award the streetman 249 space bucks for lunch, gas, and tolls, and a bar of soaps that you can go wash yourself.
Dumbass.
Because he did get urine thrown at him. So I had 249 bucks and a bar of dial, and we're going to call this good. Get the hell out of my courtroom. Stop breaking into people's businesses, you dumb son of a bitch. That would be my gavel. That's what I would hammer down.
So I guess Voiles said that when Grant threw the urine at him,
yeah,
he claims that he just happened to be carrying it in a cup in his hand.
Boy, I'll tell you what. I want to get on this jury. I want to hear the details of this. This thing's crazy.
So he claims he just had it?
Yeah. Grant threw the urine that he had happened to be carrying in a cup in his hand. Then Voiles shouted, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry," as he dashed towards his garage door.
The only thing I can think of is if it was a true warehouse, maybe there wasn't a bathroom in the warehouse.
Ah.
Right? Like if it was just more of a big...
Good point.
That's the only thing I can think of. I would assume most businesses have a toilet, but maybe they don't. Like, I don't know. I don't know about you. I don't hang around a lot of warehouses. It's not my jam. It's like, hey, what do you want to do this weekend? I don't know. Go wander around a warehouse, see if I can throw some piss at a streetman. I don't do that, but that would make sense. If there is no bathroom and he's illegally living there, then maybe you have to urine in a cup.
Well, I tell you, that story is wild. I'm going to keep following that for you as your noted newsman.
I love that the streetman's going for $10 million, though.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
And there's pictures of both of them on the stand.
Is there really?
Yeah.
What is did they clean up the streetman?
Yeah, he's cleaned up a little bit. They've got him in a tie.
So they gave him that soap.
They got that. You got that bar of soap. Oh yeah, I see it right here.
Yeah, and then the old man.
Of course, they gave him the short sleeve dress shirt though.
Yeah.
He's all sad on the stand.
Yeah.
How about this? Stop breaking into people's property. He smashed the window and came in. Sorry, if you smash someone's window, and what time was this?
I don't know.
5:30 in the morning. If you smash my window and come into my residence at 5:30 in the morning, be happy if the only thing that happens to you is a cup of urine being thrown at you.
Things to do this weekend. Next.
By the way, there's video of this.
Of what?
Of the streetman confrontation.
Oh, what do you see?
Well, interesting enough, the guy that shot him, he was naked. So
of course he was.
Not only does this story, it just gets better and better. Also, I need to see Dong. Yeah. So I guess it was 5:30 in the morning, and he faced down the streetman buck naked with a towel over his shoulder and a cup of urine. So we know at 5:30 in the morning he was buck naked. He had a hand towel and a cup of piss.
And it wasn't his house. This was,
Yes.
that's the whole thing.
So I think you're on to something, that there was no bathroom.
Yeah.
So he was up peeing
in a cup
and taking it outside.
Yes.
And he runs into Streetman.
And the streetman also, by the way, he pushed his way through a gate in a fence. Then he pried plywood off of an old doggy door. Then he literally sawed through metal bars to enter the guy's showroom. It's not as if the streetman just happened to slip his way through. My God, how many barriers did you go through? And then as he was getting shot, he said that after the urine got thrown at him, you can see him running. He does not go for the doggy door because he said he was afraid that the guy would grab his legs. So instead, he picked up a pair of heavy bolt cutters.
Smart play.
Yeah.
Bolt cutters just sitting there?
Yes. So he picked up a pair of heavy bolt cutters, but he says he wasn't going to use them to defend himself. He was just going to see if he could use the bolt cutters to get out a different way.
Right.
Yes. He wasn't going to swing those bolt cutters at the naked man.
This is like if you saw this in a movie or a TV show, you'd be like, this is not believable.
And then after he got shot,
like,
he left the doggy door, even though he claims that he was terrified. He left through the doggy door that he came in. And that's how he ended up out on the street.
And so you watched the video?
Yeah, there's video of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it pretty
Well, they
salacious?
blur out the
dong?
The dong.
God, that thing's enormous.
Look, I'm not going to lie.
Well, good.
Normally in these sorts of things, you know my stance on dong. No dong, no believe. But I'm guessing because of, privacy laws
kids,
or whatever.
the kids.
You have to blur it out. But listening to this wino on the stand cry and
the streetman or
the streetman.
Okay.
The streetman. He's in there and he's like, my whole life was flashing before my eyes. I thought about all my loved ones. Hey, maybe then don't break through 9 layers of security and go into someone's house. Or after someone does say that you're going to die, maybe just leave and not pick up the bolt cutters. Dude, I know this is Portland, but don't give this scumbag a dime. I just happen to be, breaking into a place and cool.
Things to do this weekend, should you need some things to do this weekend. Portland Jigsaw Masters is in town.
What's that?
Oh, it's like puzzles.
Oh.
Puzzlers.
We puzzle.
Are you a puzzler?
No, but members of my family puzzle.
Yeah.
And then I puzzle adjacent. Like,
what does that mean?
Well, like when you watch TV or you watch golf and then your wife reads a book next to you?
Mm-hmm.
I do that while people puzzle.
So you like to be around them while they're puzzling, but you don't pick out pieces.
Not really. Yeah. I don't think they really want me to anyways, so.
Are you a bad puzzler or a good puzzler? Is there such a thing?
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's
I don't have the patience for it.
This is a competition.
Yeah. Is that how fast you can do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really see the therapeutic nature. I think the gals in my home, they find it very soothing and relaxing, and I do not.
Yeah, I could see that. And look, I don't want to hate on puzzling, but I do kind of put it in the flying a kite category.
Yeah.
For me, I got to be really bored to do either of those things.
Yeah.
I just think there's so many better things to do.
So while they...
Hey, you want to... Like, if you came to my house and I said, hey, man, I kind of want you to help me finish this puzzle. Yeah. Wouldn't you be like, dude, what?
Can we pick
all the way over here?
Anything else?
Yeah, like really?
Yeah. So
I'm like, no, that's what I do over here. I puzzle.
I usually either I'll read or I'll play a video game or scroll on my phone, but I'm adjacent to the puzzle. There is a lot of puzzling that goes on.
I would honestly rather doom scroll than do a puzzle.
Yeah, that's what I do. And the weird part is after they complete a puzzle, they just...
Yeah, you break it.
They just break it.
Yeah, there's no satisfaction in it.
So I was always under the impression when I was a kid and I puzzled, I remember once I did a Ultimate Warrior puzzle, then you take a piece of cardboard and you glue it to the cardboard, and then you have like, I puzzled when I was younger because what else was I doing? But they just, as soon as they're done finishing it, they'll spend like 3 days puzzling, and then they just break it up. I don't. But we have a puzzle board and everything that like goes underneath the couch, and they pull it out.
It's a big thing, yeah. I remember I got my aunt one for Christmas because she really wanted one, and I was like, "This is crazy."
Yeah.
Puzzle. You remember when you got puzzles for Christmas?
Yeah,
as
I
a
remember
kid?
that. And let me tell you, it's a crappy present.
Yeah, you're like, what is this?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thanks, Grandma.
Look, my Ultimate Warrior puzzle though, that was on my, like 8-year-old me. I proudly displayed that. Hey, I made that. Watch this.
So there's that. That is at Avenue Portland, wherever that is.
Okay.
Friday through Sunday, if you want to jigsaw. There is the Rockstar Energy Open this weekend. Skateboarders.
All right.
Including Keegan Palmer, Grace Marhofer, and Jake Yanko will show off their skills in the third annual Rockstar Energy Open.
All right. And I guarantee if you go there, you can get free Rockstar. They'll hand those suckers out.
They will perform acts such as Hot Mulligans and Basement.
Don't know what those are. But
hot moves.
Hey, those pro skateboarders, those guys are ridiculous. That's actually impressive.
That is down at Tom McCall Waterfront Park.
No, I'm not going to go, but I'm assuming that a lot of people will find that cool.
We have the Portland Adult Soapbox Derby.
Oh.
On Southeast 60th and Salmon.
Right. Incredible. That is incredible.
Show up out there. Teams will face off in their motor-free handmade vehicles. The event is free for spectators to attend. I think that's like real, like the human is in it.
Yes.
Not like Soapbox Derby when we were kids.
You're building like a big, giant go-kart sort of thing, and then you just hurl yourself down a street, which I appreciate. Unbelievable support. So far, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you're not.
None of these things. Although if I had to go to one, I think the Soapbox Derby, because I think there's a chance of some fun wrecks.
Okay.
It seems like a good time.
I'd go to the Rockstar thing for Fremont Rockstars.
Free Rockstar. There you go.
How about the Kenton Street Fair? Speakeasy Saloon, Entangled Roots Press, and Upper Paw Dog Wear are among the vendors at this year's Kenton Street Fair.
That's kind of terrifying, but I do like
live music.
Well, James out at Kenton Street Pub, those are good people, so maybe I'd pick that one.
Yeah, maybe it's nice over there.
They got good wings.
I'd pick that one.
Yeah, let's go.
That'd be fun. I love a good fair.
Yeah.
You can just go there and kind of just mill around, hopefully drink.
Well, that's the whole.
Beats doing a puzzle.
Is there anything else to do at a fair other than drink?
Well, look at wares.
Although I'll tell you what, man. You ever go to like those markets and you try like someone's homemade wine? Oh, there's a lot of like this is locally grown, and it's awful.
That's how I feel.
It's rough stuff.
And that's in the news for August 14, 2026, brought to you by the Advocates, injury attorneys at advocateslaw.com. Headlines next, followed by Joey Harrington on The Fan.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Oregon State linebacker Aiden Sullivan was arrested in Benton County on Monday on account of felony assault in the second degree and 2 counts of misdemeanor assault in the fourth degree, according to court records. Sullivan pleaded not guilty and was released on $50,000 bail. Sullivan, Oregon State's top returning defender, recording 70 tackles and 3 forced fumbles a season ago. Falcons edge rusher James Pierce Jr., he's been suspended by the NFL for 8 games due to violating the league's personal conduct policy when he was arrested on domestic violence charges back in February. Cavs are trading guard Dennis Schroeder and Cash to the Hornets in exchange for guard Trey Mann. And the Portland Fire, they are back in action tonight up in Seattle, taking on their rivals, Seattle Storm. If Portland wins tonight, they get the season sweep over them, but Seattle, a 3.5-point favorite. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom, call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right, welcome back. Hope you're having a nice, juicy little Friday. We are your sportsmen. Rop, that's me. Big Suk right over there.
Right here.
Stevie Concert's on the controls. It is our last broadcast of the week. It's very sad, but
We'll be back on Monday.
we will.
A detailed breakdown of Dolphins, Commanders, Bucks, Jets.
Yeah. Well, we've got 3 games tonight.
Broncos up 17-0 on the Falcons.
Whoa. They can't be stopped.
They can't be stopped.
Yeah, we've got Broncos, Falcons, and then James Pierce, what they give him, 8 games today?
8 games. Think about this. So he basically kidnapped his girlfriend, tried to run her over in a car, chased her in a high-speed chase, ran from the cops, and he's not going to do a single day of jail time, and he got 8 games.
So is his legal fight over?
Yeah.
It's over.
Well, he's on probation, so.
Oh.
He's got a restraining order. It's probation, but yeah, he will not spend a day in jail. And as long as he doesn't stalk and try to kill anyone, he'll be fine.
Are you into Dolphins Commanders tonight?
I'm trying to find some of the games on the old TV here, and I'm having a hard time. So the Mets are on right now, but I'm trying to find some of these NFL games.
Quinn Ewers picking up right where he left off. 1 of 5, 27 yards, and a pick.
That sounds about right. I did go through, and the nice part is now there's so many of these cut up. So, like last night, I wanted to see Anthony Richardson. Like I'm interested in certain players. Drew Aller was another one. So the nice part is people will just go through and you can find them, or NFL has a service where if you pay a couple bucks, you can do it, and you can just get all the cut ups of Drew Aller's dropbacks. So I did take a look at Mendoza, Aller, and Anthony Richardson. I did look at all of their dropbacks from last night, and I will probably do something to the effect if there's any quarterbacks tonight that I care about. But the Broncos Falcons don't have any intriguing quarterbacks. Buccaneers Jets do not, and Dolphin Commanders do not. Or that's not true. Malik Willis.
He's already out of the game.
He's already out of the game. So, like, did I learn anything from Malik Willis going 4 of 5? And then Sam Hartman and Mario.
Well, the rookies, I mean, I guess Mendoza was pretty good.
He looked all right.
I know Aller had some stats.
Aller looked all right. Richardson had some bad moments, but the numbers looked pretty good. But again, going back, and this is why I think you got to go back and look at it. Anthony Richardson ended up with 11 of 14 for 146 yards and a pick. The pick, believe it or not, wasn't his worst pass. It wasn't a great throw, but it shouldn't have been a pick. The receiver let him down, but he also threw 2 other balls that probably should have been intercepted. And he had a couple, numbers can be misleading. The one that actually impressed me, Drew Aller looked really good. When I went back and looked at his dropbacks, of those quarterbacks, and Aller ended up going 10 of 13, 153, 2 touchdowns. Drew Aller looked in rhythm. He looked on time. I thought that was the most impressive of the young quarterbacks that I've seen so far.
Well, we'll talk to Joey Harrington about him because Joey got to know him at the Combine.
Yeah, he was like one of the mentors, right?
Yeah, but I know. I mean, Aller's always had the hype in the arm.
Yep.
And the size.
And I hated him in college.
I mean, he has moments, but he wasn't. He was certainly overhyped.
Yes. We went through and I know he got hurt last year, so it was like, yeah, it was an incomplete judgment. But God, I remember the year before, so it would have been his, I think, junior year. The games where they lost or against like top 15 teams, he wasn't just bad. He was like non-existent.
Well, isn't that always Ohio State?
Yeah.
And then a couple times Oregon.
Yeah. He just didn't show up.
And then they beat everybody else.
Yeah. I just always wanted more out of Drew Aller, and I just never understood. I thought he was the second coming of Christian Hackenberg. And by the way, he may be. Like, I can sit there and say that when I watch those dropbacks against Green Bay is bringing no pressure. They're not rotating coverage. Some of the windows that you have to throw into are enormous, and those windows don't exist in the NFL. Like Anthony Richardson had a couple decent balls last night. There wasn't anyone within 5 yards of his receiver. Now, Mendoza had a couple actually nice balls into tight coverage, which is, I think, what you want to see. But he also held on to the ball a long time, which you don't want to see. So it's one little snapshot of a preseason game, but those are the things that I do like to watch is young quarterbacks and seeing how comfortable they look in an offense, as opposed to, are we just giving them checkdowns? Because that, you can look at numbers in a preseason game and see that someone that goes, 12 of 15, and then when you watch it, 7 of those balls are within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. And you're like, well, what did I learn from that? Nothing. I learned that he can check a ball down when it's by design. And that, so just be careful by looking at numbers and being like, well, he was great, he was terrible.
All right, well, more on Drew Aller with Jolton Joseph Harrington at 5:30.
I got this cockfight of the Bucks and Jets going on right now on my TV now.
Yeah, 10-10 now, huh?
Yeah. Like if
Look at that. Well, it was 10-0.
Boy, preseason football's rough.
What a comeback.
I don't know why I watch it. But
Geno Smith, I don't either. It's just
now you have
watch it because it's the NFL.
It's the NFL. You have Cade Klubnik versus I don't know who Connor Bazelak? Anybody?
Never heard of him. He's playing for Tampa.
Yeah, he was from Bowling Green, and it's his second year. But this is why when the backup quarterback game comes to fruition, I will remember Connor.
You'll be prepared.
Old Ballsack, Connor Ballsack, in there for the Bucks.
Yes, this will be Steven's first backup quarterback game.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you better help me out here, bud, by the way. I'm used to Buckley giving me 3 or 4 saves.
Yeah.
And the number keeps going up every year.
Well, yeah, the over-under is going to be even higher this year, but you'll do well. And Steven, I think, is going to be a good addition to the team on that.
I hope so.
He knows his personnel. Third-string quarterback game, though.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
That's tough.
It's mean.
By the way, me and Buckley have communicated, and we have officially, my preseason standing long bet about 4.5 years of betting on the Ravens.
It's over?
It's over.
Yeah. Are you moving to the Giants?
I have placed my first preseason bet coming this Saturday. Giants-Vikings. Giants catching 3. Threw $10 down on it. Let's go.
John Harbaugh.
So
Harbaugh loves
the preseason.
He takes preseason very seriously.
Yes.
Wants to win. Catching
with a
points.
new team too.
What's not to love?
You'd think they got to set the tone.
Jackson Dart.
$10 sweet coming my way. Wow. Let's go Giants. Buckley reached out. He goes, hey, are we done betting on the Ravens? I said, hell yeah. He said, what about the Giants? I said, already placed it today. $10. Let's go.
Do you think there's value in fading Baltimore?
It's possible.
Because everyone will
like all their players are like, finally, we don't have to try.
We don't have to try.
Yeah, and then people still want to bet on them.
Yeah,
because they're like, oh, Baltimore's always good in the and they never, you know what I mean?
When Harbaugh left those doors, my love for Ravens preseason football, it went with it. I don't even know who the Ravens have, by the way.
The Dodgers blew it again last night.
Oh, Edwin Diaz is you can't play him.
No, well, they're going to continue.
Are they really?
That's what he said. That's what Dave Roberts said.
Ravens Eagles, by the way, Eagles -3.5. Just
yeah, I don't. How on earth could you possibly bet?
You don't
on preseason football.
The only bet you can make is on John Harbaugh. It's the only way to go.
I saw a guy last night. I think it was last night. It might have been yeah, last night. And he was touting, he's like, oh, man, the under in the Lions-Bengals game? Lock City. And I just was like, how on earth? You don't even know who's playing.
You can't.
How do you know this? Well, now the under hit.
Well.
And so, of course, he's like, see, I told you.
Dude, the Cardinals.
Amazing.
The Cardinals suck. And remember they played in the Hall of Fame game and the under was like 34.5. The Cardinals in 2 preseason games have scored like 55 points.
Well,
that's all you don't know. So don't bet the preseason unless you're betting on John Harbaugh.
Isn't it sad that we've already seen the Cardinals play twice?
I know.
Like, what is wrong with us?
And they've actually looked pretty good.
Are the Cardinals going to be good?
No, because it's the preseason.
Whoa.
And they've beaten the Panthers. Or no, that they lost to the Panthers in Haynes King. And then they beat the Raiders. So no, they're not good. They're not. Don't let... All of a sudden, I'm kidding you not. I heard 2 ESPN analysts today both be like, what the Cardinals have cooking. Stop it.
Good young core.
Stop it.
Well, Beck's already out.
Exactly. Stop
they don't even need
Doesn't
him.
matter. Yeah.
You played 2 preseason games against the Panthers and the Raiders, and already we're like, I think the Cardinals offense. Stop it. Watch this.
Shocking. Good little offense.
Stop it. All right, but they're gonna keep rolling out Edwin Diaz, by the way.
Yeah,
back to the Dodgers.
Dave Roberts said he's going to keep. Well, they really have to get him right. They really need him.
He is unplayable right now.
Yeah, he's really bad. His ERA is like 11 or something.
It's so atrocious.
He gave up 4 straight hits last night.
Yep, he came in with a 2-run lead and just
blew it.
S'd it right down. And that, by the way, I mean, Milwaukee. That's a big series.
Yeah, Milwaukee. Well, put it this way: if the season ended today,
it goes through Milwaukee.
Oh, it definitely goes through Milwaukee. But the Dodgers are in the wild card series.
Are they? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the top 2 teams are Milwaukee and Atlanta. Not L.A. So L.A. is now going to have to, if the season ended today, they still have time to get it right.
Yeah.
But they've been struggling, the Dodgers. They would have to play the Phillies in the wild card series right now.
Ooh, yeah.
And so they would have to go through Philly, Atlanta, and then likely Milwaukee just to get to the World Series. That's pretty tough, man.
Yeah, you don't want that.
It's tough.
And that's like,
I don't know.
I don't know how you keep rolling out Edwin Diaz.
Yeah. He may not for much longer. I mean, if he blows the next one, you just can't.
That's 3 in a week, if I'm not mistaken, and I think 4 or 5 that he has blown. So at least that makes me happy as a Mets fan. I'm like, and I liked Edwin Diaz, but man, have fun.
Now here's the question. So the Dodgers, not that unlikable because we've talked about this before, like Shohei and
of all the juggernauts, the evil empires, I find LA to be the least offensive of those teams.
Okay, but they've won back-to-back titles.
Yes.
Here they go again.
3 in the last however many.
3 and 7, I think.
3 and 7.
Here they go again, being the best team, or at least for a while.
Sure.
Well, they're just loaded. They get Tarek Skubal.
Yeah.
Are we rooting? Like, are we loving them implode? They're not imploding. They're just on a bad streak right now. But if they were to implode, are we loving that? Are we rooting for that?
Look.
Are we rooting against the Dodgers? I think we might. I think we maybe are.
Why wouldn't we be?
I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, because of Shohei.
I really think it won't go well in my house. I don't think I'm allowed to root against Ohtani-san.
Now, are they really rooting for the Dodgers? Or are they just rooting for Shohei?
I think they're rooting. Well, and Yamamoto. Ohtani-san. When the nieces and nephews showed up from good old Japan, guess what they were all wearing? Yeah, Dodger gear. It's become a religion over there. So I don't think I can root against them. But to your point, I don't think anyone would be against watching this implode. Nobody.
What about Sasaki? Did they not ever talk about him? Isn't he Japanese?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, why don't they talk about him?
Well, they do, but it's right now.
It stinks compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me, I tried doing the Kodai Sengai thing, and they didn't want to hear that crap for 2 seconds. They're like, yeah, whatever. It's Yamamoto, and it's Ohtani, and everyone else can go pound sand.
Well,
but yes, it would.
I am.
No one believes that they're going to implode though, because this happened last year.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They have too good of players.
Yes.
But it would be nice to see them get housed in the playoffs.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, so in the offseason, their big move is they went out and got Tucker, who hasn't been good, and they got Diaz, who's the worst closer in baseball, and it won't matter.
And that's why we should be rooting against them.
Yes.
Right there.
Is
right there.
Those guys will get healthy, and Kyle Tucker in the postseason will all of a sudden he'll figure it out, and he'll be a freaking monster. Or there'll be someone, that you haven't heard of before, then in the postseason that will decide to be the best player ever.
Because that's the thing. Other teams, if they spend big money on one guy and they suck, they're going to suck. Like the Mariners back in the day going after Adrian Beltre. He was terrible, and that made the whole team not as good.
Yeah. A Sean Figgins, if you will.
Yeah.
By the way, Mariners.
Or literally everyone that
Richie
the Mets
Sexton.
signed. Literally everybody. I give you Bo Bichette and the Seaman.
So Cal Raleigh hit 60 home runs last year.
Yeah.
Do you know that he has 51 hits?
Oh,
I do.
This
I saw
year.
that, yes.
60 home runs last year. Now 51 hits.
I don't think they have him down here, but there's been some games where they've batted him 8th. I think now he sits 6th.
Bro.
I want to say when we were there a couple weeks ago, he was batting 6th. in the lineup.
I think they've settled at 6, but there was 1 or 2 games where he hit 8th. Should have been the MVP last year, according to some, and he's hitting 8th.
Dude, that's crazy.
What's his batting average?
Well, last I checked, it was like 160, something like that. I don't know if he's...
Is Cal Raleigh ever going to be good again? Or is this literally...
He's 159 right now.
God.
159 with 12 home runs.
Bro, that is... In the pantheon of season-to-season collapses, that has got to be up there.
It has to be. I wonder if I can... I'll see if I can do some digging on that. Because there had to be some...
well, Chris Davis.
Chris Davis had one. Remember, like Ken Caminiti, he was an MVP one year.
Brady Anderson hit 50 and then went back to like 15 or whatever.
Yeah. Brady, that's a good one.
Anderson. I'm going to see if I can... But that is... He has 51 hits.
That's by far the worst.
How many strikeouts?
Yeah, like Brady Anderson went from 16 homers to 50 back to 18.
That's pretty much Cal Raleigh.
Yeah.
But his batting average stayed the same, 297
yeah,
and
he was,
288. Like
he was a pretty decent hitter.
Yeah.
So that year he hit 50 home runs. I don't remember him hitting almost 300. He hit 297.
Apparently the roids not only help you hit the ball out of the field, but it gets barrel on.
Where like Chris Davis, he went 286 batting average.
Chris Davis
370 on base, 53 homers. The next year, 196, 26 homers.
But Chris Davis was good for more than 1 year, though.
He was,
right, and then he went back up to 47 home runs, 38 the year after that.
But we're talking about season to season.
Yeah.
Right, so 286 and 53 down to 196 and 26.
By the way, Brady Anderson hitting almost 300 with 50 home runs and 110 RBIs. You know where that got him in the MVP voting?
12th.
9th.
9th?
Yes.
Well, go look at the other numbers. I'm sure he deserved to be 9th.
Boy, the steroid era was a hell of a
It
thing.
was. Listen to Juan Gonzalez won it. 315, 47, and 144. Alex Rodriguez, 358, 36 homers, 123. Albert Bell, 311, 48, and 148. God.
Well,
bring those days back.
Jay Buhner, that same year, 271, 44 homers. Pretty good year. 17th.
17th
in the MVP voting.
Dude, you can say what you will about
Terry
roids.
Steinbach.
They were awesome.
Chuck Knobloch hit 341.
Terry Steinbach as a catcher hit 272 with 35 homers, 100 RBIs, 21st.
Pudge.
God, I love that. Like it is hilarious.
Well, Frank Thomas hit 350.
And hey.
He was 8th.
He's on Nugenics. He wasn't taking roids.
Gary Sheffield, 314, 42 homers, 6th in MVP.
Just run of the mill season.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Let's go look at. Okay, but hold on, real quick.
The 90s stats are fascinating.
They are amazing.
Yeah.
Now this year.
Who's?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you
the next year, Ropp in 97, Mo Vaughn batted 315 with 35 homers, 25th in MVP.
25th?
315, 35 jacks.
Yeah, so this year you really got one guy, and it's Yordan Alvarez.
Yeah.
And he's hitting 322, 35, and 87. Like he's having a steroid type of year. After that, God, probably the kid from Tampa. Oh gosh, what's his nuts?
Caminero.
Caminero.
Yeah.
He has 35 bombs, but he's not even hitting 300. Yeah, he's hitting 279 with 35. Only 77 RBI.
All those steroid boys are looking at that just laughing.
They are.
They're like,
Vinny Castilla, 319, 46 homers, 11th in MVP.
320, 46 home runs, 11th in the MVP voting. Fascinating.
Vladdy Guerrero, 324 batting average, 38 homers, 13th.
13th loser.
Down
What
here.
an idiot.
By the way, according to this, the greatest collapse is Roger Hornsby.
What did he do?
In 1925, he hit 403
Okay.
with 39 homers and 143 RBI.
Wow.
You want to talk about a year?
Yeah.
And then the next year, let's see. Well, God, they don't give. They said he had a 394 drop in OPS, but they're not giving me the rest of it. I hate when they do that.
I mean, the Mark McGwire Sosa year also is crazy. Sosa batted 288 with 63 homers, 9th in MVP. And then the same season, McGwire 278, 65 homers, 147 RBI, 5th.
Who won the MVP that year?
Chipper Jones.
With what?
He batted 319, on base of 441 and 45 homers.
Wow.
So McGwire hit 20 more homers.
Hornsby went from 403 to 317.
Oh, I mean,
it's quite a dip, but
Yeah.
it's not. I mean, he was still good.
they have it on here. The modern player, they have Chris Davis as the biggest collapse.
Well, I got to tell you, I think Cal Raleigh's
Cal
about
Raleigh
to,
passes him
about
with
to
this
take
year.
that
Yeah.
crown.
Yeah. So according to this, so they have Hornsby, Hack Wilson from 30 to 31,
Loser.
and
Hack.
yeah, he went from 56 home runs down to 13. Yeah, he had 191 RBI, and then the next year he had like
I can't get over these.
65.
Some of these stats are crazy.
But yeah, they're saying modern day Chris Davis is the biggest collapse, and I think that will be eclipsed by Cal Raleigh.
All right, we got to run because Joey Harrington's standing by. We'll talk to him about maybe a little Drew Aller and some other stuff next on The Fan.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Oregon State linebacker Aiden Sullivan. He was arrested in Benton County on Monday on account of felony assault in the second degree and 2 counts of misdemeanor assault in the fourth degree. According to court records, Sullivan pleaded not guilty and was released on $50,000 bail. Sullivan, Oregon State's best returning defender from last season after having 72 tackles and 3 forced fumbles. Falcons edge rusher James Pierce Jr., he's been suspended by the NFL for 8 games due to violating the league's personal conduct policy when he was arrested on domestic violence charges back in February of this year. Trading the NBA, Cavs are trading guard Dennis Schroeder and cash in exchange to the Hornets for Trey Mann. And the Portland Fire back in action up in Seattle. Fire looking for the season sweep of their rivals with the win tonight. Seattle, though, a 3.5-point favorite. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
And the coffee just can't quite wash away last night's 6-pack of hams. But Tuesday brings the promise of making things all right. But you still drive to work in your family's minivan. The doctor calls on Wednesday, right before your flight, to talk about your colorectal exam. You're back to work on Thursday and your boss is all uptight, 'cause you didn't push your best-selling brand. But now it's the Friday drive and it's story time. Yes, it's story time. One time a week when you can truly plan to kick back and listen to story time. Yes, it's story time. We're pushing it out on every airwave we can. We're on both 105.1 and 1080 The Fan. Part of the Fan's Global Sports Radio Network.
Well, we're not to Football Friday, but we are at Fellowship Friday. And who better to fellowship with than this man, Joey Harrington? Hello.
I think Suk and I, while you were so conveniently gone, we renamed it Friendship Friday.
Yes, it is Friendship Friday because we had a Taster's Choice moment and now we've become best friends and you're excluded.
Weren't you already friends?
Yes, but not best friends.
Yeah.
What happened?
We bonded. Wouldn't you like to know?
Mm-hmm. This is what happens when you leave, is we talk about feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
can leave.
It happened coincidentally. It used to just kind of, Suk used to kind of take me down that path of like, I felt like for a few years I was like sitting in the psychiatrist's chair or on the bench, and he would say like, well, what really happened during those years? Tell me about how it felt. Mm-hmm. And it always happened when you were gone, and we realized that last week. And just became best friends. Yeah.
And by the way, it is Football Friday because we have Dolphins Commanders tonight. I mean, hello.
Would you like me to leave? I will.
Hold on. Commanders, that's the cat who tries to own number 5. Are we going to talk about that?
Oh, yeah, Jaden Daniels. Although I don't think he's playing tonight. But there are. I mean, Rob said we're not at Football Friday, but there's like 4 preseason games.
Can I leave?
No, I think contractually obligated you have to be here.
Damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
And if we catch more feelings, then I'm probably going to cry, and I've got a reputation as podcast tough guy, so I can't do that.
It's the bald head and the beard thing. Bald head, beard equals tough.
Yes. You have to be very manly. And then like you get into the football thing and, you got to be tough and like, I got to choose Zen and, drink hard liquor. It's one of those things. Although I do like hard liquor, that's true. But yeah, who doesn't?
I don't know. What are we talking about?
I don't know. We can talk about the Commanders. We can talk about Jaden Daniels.
I don't want to talk about Jaden Daniels as much as I do want to talk about. So, okay.
Did you get butthurt when someone wore number 3?
No, it's an interesting conversation, I think, to have. Because and I started thinking about this, like, why is he so upset about this? And apparently they haven't given out Joe Burrow's number.
Yeah, Burrow was asked today about it, and he's like, look, leave me out of this. All I know is LSU told me they weren't giving out 9. He said it wasn't something I asked for. He just said that they mentioned that they're not going to give out 9.
Okay, but some schools retire numbers. Some schools just put them up in, like list the players who wore a certain number.
Yes.
Some schools don't. They don't care. Like a number's a number. Like I'm really curious how people, and it's not like I can talk to, what number did you wear at BYU and who wears it?
68. It's
68.
68. At BYU, all they do is when you go into your locker, everyone that I believe it's all American, or it might even be all conference. Anyone that was somebody, whoever is 68 when they sit down, I have a little like plate in their locker with all the other 68s that were anybody good, and it just has like the year that we were there, and that's how they do it at BYU.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, and then in the team room, all of the good players, like there's a little like 8x10 of you that kind of lines the team room. But at BYU, there's no retired numbers. That's just how we do it.
Because, and I may be wrong, but I don't remember anything about any numbers at Oregon.
As far as I know, none of them are retired.
Well, I know that none of them are retired, but I don't even remember anything like, I don't remember a plaque of anybody who wore number 3, not that anybody, did, but, I don't remember anything about Steve Smith having something because he wore Dan Fouts' number, or, Michael Fletcher having something because he wore Alex Molden's number. Like, I don't know. It just got me thinking the other day. It's like, why do some schools value the number? And I guarantee it is an interesting. It's an interesting conversation in identity, because I guarantee you, if you want to spam email any former professional athlete, you just take their first name, their last name, and their number, and then just like type a Yahoo or a Gmail or like that. That's what everybody does. Like, there is an association with that number, and so like there is an identity piece to this, and I'm always interested to see how some schools do it, because especially in the college level, like, right, you got 100 guys on the team. Yep. You only got 99 numbers, right? We'd have duplicates of numbers. Gary Barker was number 3 on defense, and I was number 3 on our offense. And it wasn't until junior, maybe even my senior year, that I was the only one who had 3. So yeah, I'm curious what you guys think about the whole cease and desist with the name and likeness. Yeah, that's a little bit much, but the jersey number, like, I'm curious about the feelings on it.
I just think I know at Oregon when Dylan Gabriel wanted to wear 8, he asked Marcus. Like, right. He flat out, and I know there's the Hawaiian connection there, and Marcus is like the nicest guy in the world, but he reached out to him. I do feel like if LSU and DJ Pickett, I get it, the guy was a freshman All-American, he's a big deal. Someone should have reached out to Jaden Daniels and asked if he was okay, because he was Heisman Trophy winner.
Does he own that number at that university?
No, just like Oregon didn't have to reach out, or Dylan Gabriel didn't have to reach out. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Now,
So is it Heisman Trophy? So if you win the Heisman Trophy, therefore you have ownership of the number. So as a finalist, since I didn't win it, I didn't get a phone call about number 3, but because Marcus did, he then gets a phone call, right? And so Jaden, since he won it, he gets the call, but Jamarcus Russell doesn't get the call. This is the whole, like,
it's weird.
Where do you draw the line?
I think he expected
Joe Burrow
it's
treatment.
The Joe Burrow thing.
And that's what this is.
This all can, because you're right in that the problem is that there's no universal expectation.
No.
At Oregon, all numbers remain in play. So there's no expectation. So Gabriel calls Mariota. I mean, he knows he can wear number 8, but out of respect for Mariota, he calls him. Well, at LSU, Daniels saw, and Burrow said, that they would never let anybody wear number, what was Burrow, 9?
9.
They would never let anybody wear number 9 again, and so
Did they say never, or did they just say that we're not going?
They just told Joe Burrow simply said he was told that they're not giving out number 9.
Right, and so Daniels heard that,
yeah,
and said, "Well, wait a minute,
I'm Joe Burrow.
What about me?
Yeah,
I did the same thing." except for winning
win a national title and, have the greatest season in college football history. Look, I just think today, especially, and this isn't because I think DJ Pickett at LSU handled it really poorly too. I just think today athletes don't really, how do I say it? I just think there's a lot about me and not necessarily about the team. And I think a lot of young guys coming in don't care about who came before them. It's, I wore number 5 my whole life. I'm great. Give me number 5.
Funny story, because I'm not sure. I don't know that I need to have a stance on this, and frankly, I don't care. It would just kind of I had curiosity around it. It was like, it just got me thinking. But funny number, because this is story time, right? Yeah. So, actually, or is it friendship time? Either way, Rick Mirer, Notre Dame quarterback.
Yeah, number 3.
Number 3. Right? He is, and granted, there's Joe Montana and Joe Theismann, but Rick Mirer is the reason that I wore number 3.
Okay.
I had a picture of, that poster, and I might argue, this could take us on a different path, that it was the greatest backfield in college football history. Now, the only one I might accept as a comparison would be the Eric Dickerson, Craig James Pony Express. But this backfield was Rick Mirer, Reggie Brooks at tailback, who averaged almost 9 yards a carry that season. And because Reggie Brooks was at tailback, they put Jerome Bettis at fullback.
Yeah.
So you had one of the greatest seasons, one of the greatest quarterbacks, and then, Bettis, had to put him somewhere. Anyway, number 3, Rick Mirer, Notre Dame. I'm Irish Catholic. Who do they put in his last season to be my mentor? Rick. So Rick comes into Detroit, and so I'm let me back up why this is topical, because 2 weeks ago I played golf. I was down at Jack's soccer tournament and played golf with Rick and Charlie Mirer. And Charlie is a quarterback at Stanford right now. And I was telling Charlie the story about when Rick came in to be my mentor and saved me from the depths of, quarterback failure, which, he couldn't do. So, but then Stephanie not piped in, but she shared that, when we were at the game, so Stephanie and Emily were watching the game, and all of their kids, Mo and Oliver and little Charlie, were watching. They're so used to Rick being number 3 that they walked in, and Mo says, "Look, Daddy's on the field." And it was me, because I was wearing number 3 because of Rick, and Rick came in and they weren't going to take the number away from me and give it to him. So he wore number 5, but the kids came in and saw number 3 and assumed it was Rick. And Stephanie was like, "Yep, that's Daddy, and we're just going to let it roll." So there you go. So I accidentally pretended to be Rick because of the number.
Charlie is number 17.
Charlie is 17. Yep.
Interestingly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Numbers mean a lot to people. I mean, there's people where there's that story, Devontae Adams, I guess, when he got to the Jets, wanted 17, and I forget who it is, some young receiver wanted $1 million for it. And Devontae Adams just went to the owner and was like, "I want it." And they went and stripped it off the young receiver and gave it to him for free. Which you want to talk about a power play. It's like, "Hey, what do you want for the numbers? $1 million? Or how about this? F yourself. It's free." Guys are, I don't know. I think that's something that as it's gone on, it's gotten bigger. I just think, I don't know, guys get real funky and weird
kidding.
About numbers.
There is something about the number 3 that is part of my, I don't say identity, but there is an attachment, there's an affinity, there is a, hey, pick a number between 1 and 10, 3.
Yeah.
And it's why I was so curious. I was like, I understand the attachment. I understand the feeling. I don't understand what he's trying to do, but
he's just butthurt.
Yeah, exactly. And it just got me thinking.
Yeah, when you've been told you're great your whole life, and mom is your agent, and I think a lot of this is mom, and and you feel disrespected. You can back me up on this. There is nothing more fragile in this world than the athlete's ego. Nothing. And that's all this is a very fragile ego that has been bruised. And he's like, "Well, fine. Then you disrespected me. I want nothing to do with you." Even though that's just it's such a silly thing. Give me my Heisman. Don't put my picture up. You feel disrespected, so now you want yourself removed from all walls and history and plaques and trophies. You don't want your trophy and your statue up at LSU?
I might exchange the adjective fragile and say, because to me that says like that tells me that someone will do or say something and it's like, oh, make me question myself. And although I could see what you're saying, like any little thing, I don't know, maybe massive or like however we frame it. Yeah, the ego of a professional athlete, especially one who has had success and publicity and has been told how great they are over and over. The ego is gargantuan.
Now, for backfields, I did a little digging because the first thing that came to my mind, anytime we talk about the greatest anything, I think of Miami. So Rick Meyer, Ken Dorsey, that would be the quarterback comparison. But Miami had Clinton Portis, Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, and Najee Davenport.
Not on the same. No.
Yes.
We're not talking about backups. We're not talking about backups. You can only get one of them on the field at a time.
That is that entire backfield. And then
I understand that. No. I'm talking about the start. I'm talking about this because Clinton Portis, when Frank Gore got hurt, that's when Clinton Portis played. When Clinton Portis played, Willis McGahee didn't play.
Yeah.
When Willis McGahee played, Najee Davenport. I'm talking about the starting back.
Okay. Because if we're going total depth, also Alabama was able to throw out A.J. McCarron, Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson, Eddie Lacy, Derrick Henry, and Alvin Kamara.
So which one? Who is fullback in that backfield?
Probably Eddie Lacy would be my guess because he's kind of a fat butt, but maybe Derrick Henry at the time. That might be the greatest. That might be the greatest collection. Alvin Kamara had to leave because he couldn't get on the field.
But I will say that none of them averaged 9 yards.
No, I don't think they averaged. That's quite good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
High maintenance ego.
Quiet.
I was
high maintenance. Yeah,
I left.
That's a great.
Impenetrable ego, high maintenance ego.
Yeah. And that's all I'm saying. LSU has to know that about Jaden Daniels, and there was a better way to handle it, and they didn't. Like, look, you shouldn't have to handle what did you call it? What was you just said? How did you describe the ego?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
High maintenance.
Yes. You shouldn't have to deal with a high maintenance ego for a guy that's no longer in your program. But sometimes you do have to deal with it, and you should deal with it. And LSU could have dealt with this way better and avoided a dumb thing where now you've alienated one of the great players in your program.
I have a hot take. You think this is a hot take? I don't think the kids should wear the number. I think the freshmen should defer.
Well, he ain't going to do that.
I think the right thing to do is just. I mean, I get that Daniels is acting like a goober, but so what? Like, it's not your number, dude. You're a freshman. He won a Heisman. Do something before. That's kind of how I view it.
And his parents have even chimed in and are like, to hell with that. Our boy's number 5. And that's why I said, I don't think the young kids care about legacy and who went before them. They're like, I've been the greatest since I was 12. Screw you. This is me.
Interesting takes, which is why I was curious. Yeah.
All right. You had Drew Aller at the Combine, did you not?
I did, yeah. Fantastic guy.
Yeah. I get, I think that, we have to take a break, and then when we come back, you can break down every one of his plays last night from...
He looked good.
From the game.
He played a game?
He did.
He did. Yeah.
He's got some real buzz coming out of camp in Pittsburgh right now.
They like him.
Yep.
More with Joey Harrington next. All right, we're back on formerly Fellowship Friday, now Friendship Friday, with two best friends and another guy here on the Fan.
Maybe one day.
I can only dream. So you had Drew Aller.
It takes years of, to
Football.
build that kind of
Years
No,
of
just
bashing your
years
head
of-
into other men's heads.
No, it just takes years of being together. And so, Suk and I have been together for quite a long time now. I'm not sure if you guys can, if you know what that's like, but,
Yeah. Only 20, 21. Yeah. Still not besties.
No.
It's hard. You're right. So you had Drew Aller at the Combine, and I think I remember you saying he really stood out to you. Did you say that?
I thought that I was really curious. I thought he was a fantastic guy. I thought he did a great job at the Combine. I thought that he was engaging. I thought that he was confident but humble. I thought that, physically, the guy looks the part. He, 6'5", 230.
Yeah, big boy.
Big boy. Runs well, cannon for an arm. I am curious. I like, I'm sure a lot of people had questions about why all the pieces never quite fell into place. But I could see them falling into place. And it sounds like they did last night.
Yeah, he went 10 of 13, 2 touchdowns. And even before that, I kind of scan a lot of, I just read camp reports and you take everything with, in the right context. But he was one of those guys that every day I was reading something out of Pittsburgh about a coach, a player, or someone who had watched part of practice and said, hey, I know no one really thought much of this kid, and he fell and kind of was a bust at Penn State. Dude, this kid is impressive. And then he goes out in his first live game and he looked the part.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. One, I went 10 of 13 for 2 touchdowns in the preseason once. That as well as anybody else. The preseason
It's so vanilla.
It is, yeah. Second, practice was never his issue.
Yeah.
Right? He looked the part. He played the part. He had that buzz as, this is exactly what they were saying as a freshman and sophomore at Penn State. It's, somebody is talking about him at practice and somebody noticed him. And then when the lights, and frankly, and he did well in games when the lights weren't the brightest.
Yes.
But when that spotlight came on, which it does in the NFL, how do you respond?
He was terrible.
And so, he was not
bad.
Terrible.
He was bad.
He was not bad. He was.
Yes, he was.
He was not exceptional. And frankly, I remember thinking, why aren't they allowing him to be successful? Right, there's something there that it was for me in the 4 or 5 times that I got to watch him, it was a play calling issue. Now, maybe they're not calling the plays because they don't trust him to execute in those moments, and that's fair. I'll hear that argument, but I won't come out and say that he was horrible. I would say that he was pedestrian and he fell short of these lofty expectations that people had on him had for him based on, the eye test, the buzz that came around him.
Well, this may be revisionist history, but I remember us having a conversation about him last year about how James Franklin, like you said, they didn't trust him. They kept the reins on him. They didn't unleash him. And then what ended up happening was they'd fall behind, and in the bigger games, which one of them was obviously Oregon a couple years ago, the Big Ten title game, he then showed you why they had the reins on him, because he would throw big interceptions.
But I would push back on that. In the Big Ten championship game, they were bored. It was going to be a blowout. It was going to be a blowout real quick after that interception that he threw, right? And then what did he do? He flipped a switch and he started, and he kept him in that game.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, but that's what I mean, though. But in the end, what happened? He
lost.
He threw a pick, didn't he, at the end of that game?
Yeah, he threw a pick at the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it cost him the game.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. So there's two ways to look at it. If you're James Franklin, we can keep him under our thumb and we'll have fewer turnovers and we think we'll have a better chance to win games. Or we can let it fly because we know he has a big arm and we know he's a good quarterback, but we're going to have to live with some mistakes and turnovers. They chose the former, whereas I think a lot of coaches would have chosen the latter and just lived with a few mistakes. He could have had way bigger numbers.
You could have picked 738 guys to do the former.
Right.
If you're gonna take that stance of just I want a guy in there who's not going to screw it up, like I'll give you a list of about a thousand collegiate quarterbacks that aren't going to screw it up. There was one thing was against Michigan where they didn't throw the ball in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's true.
Like how are you not going to throw the ball with your quarterback, right? Yeah. Well, I can give you someone who can hand the ball off.
Well, that's part of why he got fired.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Clearly a mistake.
Like he was a guy that was brought in, and maybe it was unfair, but Penn State does not have a history of great quarterback play, and everyone said he is going to be the reason why Penn State gets over the hump. He's going to break that trend of mediocre quarterback play, and he looked the part, and it just, Christian Hackenberg was like this. It's like Penn State's been waiting for that guy, and then Allard gets hurt, and, so maybe that's not on him. Maybe that's just expectations, but he was in a tough spot, and if he ends up being a successful quarterback in the NFL, I will be surprised. I will legitimately be surprised because, as you mentioned in the big moments, I just never thought he had it, and I think that's hard to teach. I think with some guys, either you have it or you don't.
This may be I don't think it's a blasphemous take or a blasphemous question, but I'm trying to remember the criticism of or the knock on Justin Herbert coming out.
Yeah,
right.
I remember that. I had some of that. I did not think that he would be the pro that he turned out to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought. Like I know that there was criticism. I was trying to remember what it was.
He would go through long stretches where he would disappear, and he was the guy that I always wanted more from. Now I don't think I wouldn't put him in the Drew Aller category, but I just thought for as talented as he was, there were too many stretches where he vanished and he didn't make people around him better. And
I remember that being a play calling criticism of Mario, right? Who ran a very conservative style of offense. I don't know. I just feel like there are some,
and it turned out that was correct. By the way,
that's a good comp. Like, dude, that's true.
Yes,
Cristobal. The thing about it was never a knock on Herbert. It was just that Cristobal held Herbert back. Herbert also had a ton of receiver drops. Yeah. I mean, he would hit guys right on the numbers and they would drop the ball. So it is a very similar thing. It's like, why do we say Aller might be a bust and it's not on James Franklin when with Herbert, we didn't think he would be a bust. We thought it was on Cristobal. It's a,
I don't know. I'm just curious. Like, is there a comparison there where, you know what, get this kid in a different situation?
It's not bad.
With someone who believes in him, with guys around him, someone who, who can utilize, and frankly, it's a different league. College football is different than the NFL. The skills that are necessary to be a successful college quarterback are a little bit different than the skills that are necessary to be a successful NFL quarterback. There is truth to that. So I don't know. I'm not putting it by. I'm not discrediting the potential of him being a pretty decent, a good NFL player.
Yeah, because there are guys that are much better pros. Dak Prescott comes to mind. He was okay at Mississippi State. Josh Allen might be the best. Josh Allen was very average, especially against better competition. I remember when he played Oregon. I thought he was very average. And he certainly blossomed into, I think he's arguably the second best quarterback in the world. So there are those guys that were maybe disappointing college players or average college players, and for whatever reason the switch gets flipped. Tom Brady, I mean, look, Tom Brady split time for most of his career at Michigan.
Brady couldn't win the job his senior year.
Yep. He was a platoon guy, and last time I checked, he turned out to be pretty good.
Well, Drew Aller for Hall of Fame.
Clearly, after one preseason game.
That's
well, I do love after the preseason games, as Joey pointed out. There's no motion, there's no shifts, no one shows any defensive coverage. Everything's vanilla. A lot of the guys on the field aren't going to be NFL players, and we make sweeping quarterback comparisons after 1 week. And
let me ask you this. This will be the last question then. How does Joe guide us through preseason football, watching rookie quarterbacks, read through this, take us through the stats, past the stats? What are we looking for? It's not about stats. What are we looking for in these rookie quarterbacks that is actually tangible for their pro success?
You know what? I'm looking at their feet. I'm looking at their feet to see how they move in the pocket, because their feet will tell you how comfortable they are. Right? Yeah. If you are confused, if you are rattled, if you are out of your league, your feet are going to be bouncing all over the place. They're going to be choppy. They're going to be shifting all, right? That's going to lead to inaccurate throws. That's going to lead to turnovers. And to the point, you can still have iffy feet and throw a ball against a corner who's not going to be in the league. I'm looking for comfortable feet. I'm looking for decisive feet. I'm looking for, where's my hitch? Where's my, that's the type of stuff that tells me that there's understanding, and understanding breeds decision making, and decision making you learn from that. Right. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for in a quarterback.
That was Mendoza.
Yeah. It's
last night.
It's such a good point. I always, to piggyback on that, I always look at how you escape the pocket. Guys that go backwards to get out of the pocket in the NFL die. In college, you can bail out of the back. And guys get away with it all the time, and they turn their back and they bootleg out of it. In the NFL, they hunt you down. And so many times when you watch young NFL players and you're like, he refuses to step up. He refuses to create space, and he keeps going backwards and trying to escape out the back. And you're like, you better be Lamar Jackson. You better be Michael Vick. And that kind of goes back to your point about footwork and comfortability and pocket presence, all of that stuff. That's
a true offensive lineman, Rob, who they would just tell him to push him to the outside, him to the outside. And I can't tell you how many offensive linemen got so pissed off with quarterbacks who run backwards to escape the pocket. Yes. And they say, well, that's where we're pushing the defensive end to. And then they get sacked, and then it goes on the offensive lineman, and he gets barked down in the meeting the next day, when in reality, it's the quarterback's fault for going backwards. Yes. That's what this all comes down to, is the fragile ego of the offensive lineman.
There it is.
There is a real.
What? Maybe you should make a stink about number 68 at BYU. You and your fragile little ego over there.
Boy, let's play the fun game of how long that conversation would be entertained. If I called down there and said I didn't want anyone wearing 68 or would like approval for someone to wear 68. That's not certain that call gets answered.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, friend. Ish.
You are absolutely a friend. He's just my best friend.
Bye, bestie.
Bye, Dusty. Love you guys.
Live your hot body. We'll talk to you next week. Joey Harrington, courtesy of Mods PDX. The future of building is here. The club is next.
From the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the fan, Oregon State linebacker Aiden Sullivan was arrested in Benton County on Monday on a count of felony assault in the second degree and 2 counts of misdemeanor assault in the fourth degree, according to court records. Sullivan pleaded not guilty, was released on $50,000 bail. Sullivan, big part of the defense, best returning defender, recording 72 tackles and 3 forced fumbles a season ago for the Beavs. Falcons edge rusher James Pierce Jr. has been suspended by the NFL for 8 games due to violating the league's personal conduct policy when he was arrested on domestic violence charges in February of this year. Cavs are trading Dennis Schroeder in cash to the Charlotte Hornets in exchange for Trey Mann. And the Portland Fire looking for a season sweep of their rivals, the Seattle Storm, up in Seattle tonight. Seattle a 3.5-point favorite. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
They're doing. Do you understand that? We've given away too much to arrive at these political compromises. Yeah.
Google me, bitch.
Oh no, oh no.
Well, my.
What?
Nah.
Whoa.
Hey.
Watch this, Berm.
Paloma.
Hey, Seattle.
Ugh. Watch this, Berm. What? Whoa.
Hey, what? We apologize.
Hey.
It's time for the club,
I'm
baby.
fine.
On 105.1 and 1080, The Fan. Hoo-wee.
Dumbass.
All right, a little late.
That's what happens when best friends and third wheels get to talking.
I think what should happen moving forward is I'll just step aside.
Yeah, just lay out, Rob.
Yeah, I mean,
Let
I
the
was
two lovebirds talk it out.
I was trying to lay out, and then Joey got all uncomfortable about it. It's like, well, you don't want me here, so
I will say, when you were gone, there was a real connection on a deep level between Suk and Joey.
Felt something move there.
It wasn't just the surface level. It was deep.
Who am I to get in the way of this love affair?
It's called love. Now I've yet to be on the green couch. You have, but
well, you were invited.
I believe I was in the middle of raging on the Audi of Bellevue. I think that's what was going down while you were on the green couch.
That's right.
Let me state for the record once again, that is a trash organization, and they can kiss my ass.
See what they have on Yelp.
That is on the record again.
That is, yes.
Again.
That is on the record.
Audi of
Just in case if you forgot what I thought
right.
of Audi of Bellevue, that whole place can get hit by a meteor and get sucked straight down into the gates of hell.
I do love that you have to reiterate your stance.
Whoa.
Every now and again. Just make sure people know.
Google reviews, they are at 4.4.
No, that should be 0.0. The best is when someone followed up like a week later after my review to ask what they could do to remedy the situation. I believe my response was, go to hell. That would make me feel better.
There is a 1-star review on here.
Is that me? Because I think I gave 0.
No.
I think I gave 0 stars.
Upon return to pick up car, wasn't spoken to and told to wait for manager.
The same manager I have. Again, kiss my ass. Don't worry. They offered to pick up my train ticket for wasting my time on my way home. Thank you so much. It was great.
Well, next week I think you and Joey should just conduct the interview, and I will be back when you're done.
Is there anything that you love more than not working? I can't let.
Well,
that.
no, I
can't let that happen.
If you guys are in love, I think you should just do your thing.
I think we
like. I don't want to get in the way.
I think we like thruples, is what you know.
I think they love each other, but I also think Suk's onto something that, Rob, you just want out of the interview.
That's all this is.
You just want a break.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
That's 100% true.
Yeah.
Well, right.
He just doesn't want to work.
Well, if they don't want me in the interview, I don't want to be in the interview.
I didn't say we didn't want you in the interview.
Well, I'm hearing
they
that
just love each other more than they love you. That's all.
Yeah.
They want you part of it, though.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I may or may not be here next week for. Actually, I'm out Friday up next week.
As am I.
Oh well.
So
neither of us are here.
I would tell you,
Stevie,
I'm here. Cool, thanks, guys.
Maybe
you're
maybe
interviewing Joey next.
I will be in Hawaii, so I don't know. I don't know where you'll be, but I will not be. Actually, I think I will be on a plane to Hawaii. I've never been to Kauai, so first timer.
You want cheese news?
You know I want cheese news.
You guys want the cheese news? You guys have been waiting for this cheese news.
By the way, on a somewhat related note, because we're paying off the cheese note.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay off the. We are gonna talk about the.
We are gonna talk about the cheese. It goes down tonight.
What?
The big,
you going to the spaghetti?
The big review. Yeah.
Okay, so let's reset that.
Because there was a lot of doubters on YouTube. They're saying, "What a liar! He's not going."
Liar for what?
For Suk.
Well, he didn't say he was going.
They said you were all talk.
Or maybe you did. At the end of last night's show, didn't you say?
No, he said they're going tonight.
No, it was Wednesday. Wednesday night, me and the Panda Man were going out. We had a date for some chicken. We had a reel 'em in chicken date. And we were like, well,
it's chicken.
If we're going out for chicken,
what up?
Why don't we just head out for some spaghetti and some steak?
Yeah. Panda Man's single, yeah?
Yeah. So like, well, let's do this. Well, after eating chicken, all of a sudden the spaghetti and steak wasn't as appetizing. So we postponed that. But tonight it goes down. Watch this. I am going to watch and go, and we'll be ordering. Now,
God, I love that drop so much.
There will be some burps involved.
He was flummoxed by the idea of ordering spaghetti.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me reset
As
this.
am I.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that have no idea what we're talking about. So the A crop is closing.
Yes.
But it's still open.
Which we're still not certain of, but we're going to find out.
So it's quasi-closing.
Yes.
It seems like people are in the parking lot when I drive by it.
It's open.
Yes.
But it's closing.
But it's closed.
So, it's selling. So, but they're still operating.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, we did a whole club the other day on good food at bad places.
Yes.
And of course, the steak bites at the A crop came up.
Yeah.
Well, I looked at we were wondering if the A crop was even still open. Could you get the steak bites? And I looked up their menu, and some, you know how people post the menu on like Yelp or Google reviews.
Yeah.
And it's on there from recently, from August, and the steak bites are $9.50.
We're gonna find out if the quality has is deteriorated.
But then there was a spaghetti special for $8.50.
Yes.
And so you were saying, "Oh, I'm going to go try the spaghetti."
If you've ever thought it's weird, eating
which is very courageous.
Eating at a strip club in general is strange.
Well, strange and courageous.
Yes. And steak bites are one thing, but ordering spaghetti. So when I told the Panda Man about this, he immediately was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Shut up. We're going to go get steak bites, and more importantly, we're getting spaghetti."
But it may not be that the spaghetti is every night. I don't know. It was just this one screenshot.
It's spaghetti night.
I'll tell you, if I show up tonight, and if you're doubting, show up with me. We can all have some spaghetti together. I'm going to be very disappointed if I walk into that Stripe building and they don't have a spaghetti special.
But if people show up, they better get the spaghetti.
Yes, I am showing up for
Don't
spaghetti.
just show up to have a good time.
Yeah.
If you're showing up, eat spaghetti and report
This
back.
is Spaghetti Friday. That's what this is. Look, I'll eat some steak bites, whatever. I'll have some very average steak, which was my whole point. That if we're being honest, I understand that it's become a thing, Portland, A-crop steak bites. They're not. It's Outback Steakhouse. And that's, by the way, that's a stretch. Outback Steakhouse is better. It just is. But whatever. I can go order some steak bites. More importantly, I'm there for the spaghetti. I'm walking in and I'm like, all right, ladies, step aside. Where's the spaghetti? And I'm assuming maybe the worst piece of garlic bread I'm ever going to consume, but it better have some garlic bread too.
According to AI, they cannot confirm that tonight is spaghetti night. So it's a roll of the dice.
I'm going to be so disappointed. Have been there forever.
What is that?
We're going to check out the A-crop. We're going to check out some steak bites, and more importantly, spaghetti.
Well, the steak bites was really the whole...
Yes.
I mean, that was the whole bit.
Yes.
So report back on Monday. How are the steak bites at A-crop?
And more importantly...
That's what we want to know.
How
and
was
if you get spaghetti,
how was the
if you're
spaghetti?
lucky enough to get the spaghetti special for only $8.50, How terrible is it?
Boy,
how good is it?
I got a real good idea of where this spaghetti is coming from.
Spaghetti?
Yes.
It's such a random thing to have.
Well, it's so gross. Like, who eats spaghetti?
At a strip club.
It's like they couldn't.
Can you think of a worse dish?
No.
To offer at a strip club?
Maybe oysters.
I was gonna say some type of seafood.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Catfish.
No, dude, I'll take blackened catfish. That's like if it's fried catfish.
Better than spaghetti?
Yes.
It's
fried.
No, well, it is, but I'm trusting the spaghetti more than I'm trusting.
But the problem is
fish.
the spaghetti could be so plain too. Like I'm assuming it's just plain spaghetti.
But you're probably not gonna get sick from it, dude. I ain't ordering fish at a strip club. It's got to.
Can I interest you in a fish sandwich?
You might get sick from the spaghetti. What are you talking about?
I don't think so.
Look, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, maybe, but I think the odds are worse.
Worse odds of food poisoning.
I haven't been this excited for spaghetti in years.
I just want to get out of there without food poisoning and some of my money. I'm ordering the spaghetti, and I'm staying for an hour.
Well, we're gonna find out.
That's it.
Because I had seen several people that are unhappy that it did not go down on Wednesday night, but I could not talk my friend out of chicken. He had his mind set on chicken. And as far as I know, I don't know if the A-Crop offers chicken. Because that is a sneaky contender for best chicken in Portland.
What is?
Is the Reel 'Em In.
Oh.
It is a divey absolute S-hole on Division. And there's only one person working. You're probably, depending on the time of the evening and what day it is, you may be waiting an hour 45 for chicken. But it just gives you a chance to drink, and that chicken is dynamite. And it's like $12, and you get more chicken than you can handle.
Do you think you're going to like the America's Top Cheeses list?
I'm guessing no.
You're not?
No. This is going to be some high-end whatever, and you know what?
High-end?
It's going to be high-end cheese.
It's not.
And much like me eating
America?
spaghetti. America?
No.
Well, so this is just what people...
This is Americans' favorite cheeses.
Oh, boy.
It is not high-end.
This is going to be Velveeta and Kraft Singles.
Velveeta is not on the list, thankfully.
No, I brand myself as a man of the people, hence I'm eating spaghetti at a strip club tonight. But if Kraft Singles is on there or something like that, then that's disgusting.
No. Come on. We're Americans.
Yeah.
We're trashy.
Yes.
But we're not heathens.
Okay.
I'm looking at this article back from 2014. This says that the spaghetti at the A-Crop was not terrible.
I love that. Yeah. That, as far as I'm concerned, that's a 5-star review.
And now we're getting.
It also said it was worth $4 to $4.59, but that was back in the day.
Well, I ate.
Well, it's double the price now.
I waited in line.
Thanks, Obama.
For like an hour at M&M's Spaghetti Restaurant in Detroit at the takeout window.
He has a spaghetti restaurant?
He does. It's called Mom's Spaghetti, and it's a takeout window.
Oh, from the song, yeah.
Yeah. And I waited my ass in blistering cold, like February Detroit conditions for the worst spaghetti I've ever had in my entire life. And it wasn't my idea to wait in that damn line.
Worst you've ever had in your life?
Yes.
Paloma.
It was the worst spaghetti I've ever had.
Dude, I hope that the A-Crop spaghetti is better than M&M's.
And I was livid. And even the person that made me wait for an hour in that damn line outside, even she looked at me and was like, I'm sorry. That's how bad that spaghetti was.
Do you think Eminem's going to have to come to the A-Crop to get the lowdown on how to do good spaghetti?
Man, this is some good spaghetti.
Wow. So
can I get the recipe?
What's your secret?
So I want you to know that is the bar that I'm going into tonight. Is Eminem's Mom's Spaghetti. That is the line of which. Because I'm assuming at the Acropolis, I'm not going to wait 45 minutes outside for the spaghetti. But that is what it will be judged on. So now we're getting guys saying it's already closed.
It is not.
There's a lot of false information.
We have no idea.
It is not. No, it is not closed. It is open. It's just closing.
No one really knows.
They want it closed, but they can't. What?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you might as well operate out of there, show some teas, while you're trying to sell it,
and serve some spaghetti at reasonable prices. What if I just order everything not steak bite on the menu? Give me one of everything that isn't steak.
Well,
What do
they
you guys
have,
know for steak bites? I'll take one of everything else.
One of everything else.
like I said, they used to have the salad bar in there.
God. And someone is correct. The ultimate roll of the dice at a strip club.
For sure.
Shrimp cocktail.
Oh, 100%.
That's it.
Yeah.
You order a shrimp cocktail, you're taking. You're taking.
Where is that shrimp even from?
No one knows. No one knows. Probably from somewhere.
think
in
we
the,
want to know.
No, it's somewhere in the basement is where it's from.
Here.
All right, cheese talk.
Yep. America's 10 favorite cheeses next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Oregon State linebacker Aiden Sullivan. He was arrested on Monday in Benton County on account of felony assault in the second degree and 2 counts of misdemeanor assault in the fourth degree, according to court records. Sullivan then pleaded not guilty, was released on $50,000 bail. Sullivan, big part of the defense last year, top returning defender, recording 72 tackles and 3 forced fumbles. Falcons edge rusher James Pierce Jr., he's been suspended by the NFL for 8 games due to violating the league's personal conduct policy when he was arrested on domestic violence charges back in February earlier this year. Cavs are trading Dennis Schroeder in cash in exchange to the Hornets for Trey Mann. And the Portland Fire are in action tonight up in Seattle. They're looking for a season sweep of their rivals, but the Storm 3.5-point favorites. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Big Souk have you from here?
So a couple of objections to our America's Top Cheeses list. One, we were talking off the air.
This is my only real issue, but it's a big one, and it's bothering me.
It is a big one. There's no blue cheese on the list.
No, and that's horse nears.
Blue cheese is amazing.
Yes.
Now, it doesn't need to be number one. I get it. It's an acquired taste.
Stinky cheese can be controversial.
Yeah, it's overwhelming cheese, but it's a delicious cheese.
If you're a coward.
Here's another one. Can I give you another one?
Yeah.
There's no Gouda anywhere to be found.
No.
And that bothers me, too.
I feel like Gouda is too highbrow for people.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's delicious.
I feel like Munster. I feel like Gouda. I feel like your Gorgonzola.
Ooh, Gorgonzola.
I feel like it's too it's outside of the box. You got to think Winco, man. You got to think Middle America right down the line.
But we're going beyond that now. We've already listed America's top 10 cheeses.
Yeah.
Gouda. Americans need to wake up and find Gouda.
Well, what we need to wake up to is realize that the only real cheese on here that I'm pissed about is blue cheese. I'll tell you right now, blue cheese, it's not even just in my top 10, it's in my top 5. I'll take some of that Colby crap and get it out of there and throw a blue cheese. I'll put blue cheese on anything.
Okay, let's add I know we're short on time here, but
who knew that cheese? Well, who knew? Everyone knew.
Everyone knew. Cheeses are amazing.
Yeah, people wanted this cheese conversation.
Do you guys like feta?
Yeah.
Because I freaking love feta.
Absolutely.
What about burrata?
Yeah, not bad. No, I don't eat it very often.
Well, yeah, it's mostly only with like the tomatoes.
Yes.
And, the salad.
Yeah, when you do the what do they call that? When you do the little appetizers.
Well, it's like a tomato and
what do they call?
Yeah, it's
bruschetta.
Called bruschetta.
Bruschetta. Hey! Couldn't think of that. Yeah, there's so many amazing cheeses,
ricotta.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's like lasagnas you throw in there, but
yeah.
It bothers me. One, I need to try. My buddy texted me. He goes, "If you've ever listened to Rop once, this Blue River cheese needs to."
No, it's not Blue River. It's Rogue River Blue.
Yes,
and it's incredible cheese.
And it's a blue cheese.
It's a blue cheese. Yes, and it's expensive.
Yeah,
be prepared to pay, but buy it.
Yeah, I love blue cheese. Again, ringside when you go get the onion rings, what's in the sauce? Blue cheese. Best burger, if I have my choice. Bacon blue. Throw a bacon cheeseburger, some grilled onions on there, crumble blue cheese, delightful, melts so well. God, I want cheese now. Yeah, that bothers me.
Maybe you can get some cheese on your spaghetti tonight.
Oh, it's already parm. I'll tell you what, if they don't have parm, I'm not going to be happy about it.
What if they offer you a really exotic cheese for your strip club spaghetti?
I'm not certain I want an exotic cheese from the Acropolis. I look, it's bad enough I'm taking a chance and getting spaghetti. That's a dicey move at best. Hey, where'd you get that cheese? What if they have that expensive blue cheese?
Yes, here's your $8.50 spaghetti meal with Rogue River Blue.
I gotta find out what the cheese was that my buddy brought over.